step on the Western Road swing. Washington first, now Oregon today, but the Ducks a completely different animal from what we've seen so far in the Big Ten the last couple of weeks. Purdue's been rolling through the Big Ten schedule since the calendar turned to 2025. This one would assume is going to be much more difficult. More on the Ducks when we come back. Today we are at the University of Oregon and the home of the Oregon Ducks, Matthew Knight Arena. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc. Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back, from assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Purdue and Oregon, top 25 matchup today. Top 17, I suppose, technically. Oregon's 13th in the country. Purdue's 17th in the latest AP poll. Boilermakers and Ducks. Rob Blackman, along with Bobby Riddell, courtside here at Matthew Knight Arena. Purdue's first visit to this particular arena. Purdue actually played here in Eugene in December of 1988, but it was not inside of this building. This building actually put into use in 2011. All right, Bob, if we're looking at individual matchups today, it's kind of tough not to look at the point guard situation. Jackson Shellstad, the 6-foot sophomore. He's an Oregon kid originally. All freshman Pac-12 last year. He's averaging 12 points a game this year, but if you just look at the Big Ten numbers, he's actually averaging 18 points a game against our own Braden Smith. Both of them wear the number 3, and both of them, I'm assuming, will be doing the bulk of the ball handling for their ball club today.
Yeah, it's going to be a really fun matchup to watch. Certainly 2 of the premier point guards in the conference. Jackson Shellstad, a preseason All-Big Ten selection. And I got to admit, he kind of got off to a slow start this year, and I was kind of wondering, like, that was interesting. Him being All-Big Ten, preseason. Doesn't seem like maybe that should have been warranted. And then, as you mentioned lately, he's been on fire, playing at an extremely high level, definitely showing why he was given that preseason recognition. He's been extremely hot from long range, 75% from three here over his last 16 attempts. So Purdue's got to be wary of him. He's one of those explosive shooters that can certainly catch and shoot, but is also very dangerous off the dribble from deep range. If you're guarding him, you can't afford to relax. Go under. If you try to go under a ball screen, or if you go removed when he comes off a cut, he's going to make you pay. He's got elite shooting ability. And Braden Smith, of course, we know what he can do. So it's going to be fascinating to see those two guys go at it. They won't always necessarily be guarding each other. C.J. Cox, Purdue's primary perimeter defender in that starting lineup, is going to get the start on Shellstad defensively. But just the way things work from a defensive standpoint, there's certainly going to be switches and things of that nature. And so they'll get time on each other from a one-on-one standpoint, which that'll be interesting. And, of course, it'll be fascinating to see who Oregon puts on Braden Smith on the other end.
The thing about Shellstad and really this entire Oregon team, if you're a Purdue fan, you're not real familiar with Oregon, haven't watched them play a lot, offensively they're going to remind you a lot of Michigan State in the fact that when that ball goes in the basket or doesn't go in the basket, make or miss, much like Michigan State, Oregon doesn't care. They're taking that thing out of bounds, and they are racing that thing up the floor to get into transition.
That's a great point, Rob. Shellstad, just like Michigan State's point guards always do, he is getting that outlet pass extremely far up the floor. And with his speed from end to end, you'll hear Coach Paul Luss talk about him later in the show. He thinks Shellstad one of the fastest guys you'll see end to end in our league. So when he's getting that outlet pass far up the floor and pushing, man, that ball is down your throats quickly from a defensive standpoint. You have to get turned around. They're going to have C.J. Cox or whoever it is guarding Shellstad try to jam him in the backcourt, try to stop his momentum. That way he can't get that deep outlet pass and be on the move. If they can make him catch it, have to go back towards the baseline under the basket Purdue's shooting at, well, now you've given your other four defenders time to get back, get squared up, and set your defense. So that's going to be pivotal, trying to make sure this Oregon transition game, from a fast break point standpoint, Oregon 5th best in the Big Ten, so it's certainly an area of strength for them. And Purdue's going to have to make sure they're not turning the basketball over, especially not live ball turnovers. And you don't want to have bad shot selection that's leading to long rebounds and runouts for the Ducks.
Shellstad had 17 points in the last game played by Oregon, which was at Penn State last Sunday. It was an 82-81 win for Oregon. They've had the whole week to prepare for the Boilermakers. Braden Smith in his last game, which would have been Wednesday against Washington, also had 17 points. He added 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals, by the way. That's the point guard matchup. But also keep a close eye on what's going on down in the low post. The Boilermakers' Trey Kaufman-Wren, Purdue's leading scorer and rebounder, going against the 7-footer Nate Biddle, the senior who has saved his best for last. He's been really good here in his senior season, averaging 14 points, 8 rebounds a game.
Yeah, he's really good. Also a big-time shot blocker. He's 3rd in the conference in block shots this season at 30 block shots on the year. And you're right, can score the basketball. He's their leading scorer, best rebounder, has the ability to score on the block, but also step out and shoot threes. Not a super high percentage, around 30% three-point shooter, but fully capable of getting in a rhythm and knocking them down. We know from the great Osobor experience last game that just because a guy's percentage is not great, he can certainly still get it going any given game. And Biddle, of course, is a much more established three-point shooter than Osobor was. So Biddle, TKR, that's going to be a fascinating matchup on the block. Trey has been putting up big-time numbers all year, right? Double digits every single game. Even when it doesn't feel like he's on his game, he still finds a way to put up points. Of course, Braden Smith and Trey Kaufman-Wren have such a good chemistry in that ball screen offense. They've really found a nice way to attack defenses. Trey is also someone who can really facilitate. That's an area of his game he's really got better at. If he gets the ball in the middle of the floor in advantageous situations, he's such a threat to score with those floaters or ability to get to the rim because he can put the ball on the floor, but he also has good court vision and can spray it out to shooters or throw a lob up to the guy who's in that dunker position, whether that's a Caleb First or Raleigh Burgess. So you really like what Trey Kaufman-Wren is doing offensively right now. We saw him practicing his free throws. That's certainly an area both him and Caleb First are going to want to try to make improvements on because they do get to the line, and you just want to make defenses pay when you have good offense and get to the foul line. So Yep, Biddle versus Kaufman-Wren, definitely a huge matchup to watch.
And that is a difference between the two. Trey Kaufman-Wren on the year, a 57% foul shooter. Nate Biddle is an 80% foul shooter. Big Ten College Basketball Report is coming next after this commercial timeout. We have Big Ten hoops for you today here in Eugene, Oregon. The Ducks and the Boilermakers coming up with a 3:02 Eastern Time tip-off. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
With the Boilermakers, every pass, shot, layup, and score is more than just part of the game. It's a testament to the teamwork, elbow grease, and can-do attitude it takes to win. In the same way, Case IH knows every successful farm is more than just a farm. It's the product of top-notch tillage, planting, harvesting, hay, and forage equipment at the hands of hardworking growers. Get a slam dunk by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
Attention fans! Do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the UCLA Bruins on February 28th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Flex Premium Athleisure is softness that plays hard. From the couch, to the gym, to the office, and beyond, Flex gives you premium comfort and style that keeps up with anything, without costing everything. Now, take an extra 15% off Flex at Kohl's. Whether you're chasing the ball or chasing the kids, life's a workout. Flex with it, exclusively at Kohl's. 15% off valid through January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
It's Purdue and Oregon this afternoon here at the home of the Oregon Ducks. That's Matthew Knight Arena. Time for a Big Ten report brought to you by Toyota. Dear style, efficiency, and performance. Glad we're on the same team this season and every season. So let's keep huddling up with a stylish and fuel-efficient RAV4, Corolla, or Camry. Or go wild with a rugged Tundra and Tacoma. Ready for you, Toyota. Let's go places. Big Ten hoops. Well, it's been pretty fun to watch, at least late in the week this week, with overtime games galore. One of those OTs last night in Columbus. Indiana wins over the Ohio State Buckeyes 77-76 in overtime. Luke Goody, a career-high 23 points for the Hoosiers. Omar Ballo with 21 points, 15 rebounds. How about Ohio State? You talk about some tough luck for the Buckeyes. They've lost 3 straight Big Ten games now, all 3 of them by 2 points or less. They've been that close in all 3 of them. And remember, Ohio State is next on Purdue's schedule. That is Tuesday night at Mackey Arena. That's a 7:30 tip-off. With a win, Indiana improves to 5-3 in the Big Ten. Ohio State 2-5. Last night, Iowa at UCLA, and the Bruins pick up the win. 94-70, the victory for UCLA. Both teams now 3-4 in Big Ten competition. For the Bruins, that snaps a 4-game losing skid. And for Iowa, it was tough sledding for them really all game long, mainly because they were without Peyton Sandfort, who was injured, I should say, midway through the first half, and then did not play at all in the second half. He was in street clothes in the second half, was Peyton Sandfort. There's only one other game in the Big Ten today. It starts at the exact same time this one does, and it's in California, where 24th-ranked Wisconsin will be at USC. Badgers are 4-2 in the league. USC is 3-3. Tomorrow, Sunday, really good matchup awaits Big Ten basketball fans in East Lansing. 12th-ranked Michigan State, right now riding a 10-game winning streak, and the only undefeated team in the Big Ten at 6-0 in the standings, hosting Illinois. The Illini, 19th in the country, 5-2 in the Big Ten. Also tomorrow, Northwestern's at 20th-ranked Michigan. Now, Michigan coming off the last-second defeat on the road at Minneapolis for their first Big Ten loss of the year. And Nebraska will be at Maryland on Sunday. That's it for your Big Ten report. When we come back to our pregame show, a closer look at today's opponent, the Oregon Ducks. Our scouting report segment presented by Purdue Global comes your way when we return, as Bobby Riddell will sit down with assistant coach Paul Lusk. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You work hard, and at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially, from home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill, when your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway, and you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, it's Matt Painter, men's basketball coach at Purdue University. I'm proud to be a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, which continues to innovate with programs like Cornerstone, Degree in 3, and Degree Plus. What I learned in my classes serves me every day. The College of Liberal Arts prepares all Purdue students to think broadly and lead boldly, values that mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for the education I received in the College of Liberal Arts. I encourage you to check out the College of Liberal Arts at Purdue to see where your degree can take you.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Welcome back here to the pregame show, where today Purdue goes on the road to take on the Oregon Ducks in Big Ten Conference action. Time now for our scouting report segment presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Joined now by assistant coach Paul Lusk. And coach, last time out coming off a nice win on the road at Washington, 69-58. Definitely, Washington is a team, they're struggling this year, but I know that was a game that you were kind of wary of going into it. all the circumstances that we had leading up to it. After a sluggish first half offensively, we ended up bouncing back with a strong second half. What were your impressions of that bounce back?
Well, first of all, it doesn't, you really can't worry about what a team's record is. Either way, you've got to come play, and being on the road is really difficult. But it seemed like it took us a while to adjust. The time change, the travel is real, and we just experienced it. And I thought we were kind of out of it in the first half. And then I thought we really adjusted, got our legs back under us. But part of it was we played extremely hard. And I give our guys credit. It's another good road win. And it's going to be the same today. You're on the back end of this long trip. But you have to be ready to go. It's an early start out here. We have to have energy. Oregon's a really talented team.
Well, from a defensive standpoint, even though in that first half we were a little sluggish, the defense kept us really in that game. We ended up forcing 17 turnovers for the game, and now over our 6-game win streak, we're averaging a little over 14 forced turnovers per game. What have you seen that's changed on that end of the floor as far as us being more disruptive?
Well, ever since Christmas, we've gotten better. Guys are starting to understand what we're trying to accomplish. I also think the change in the lineup, Caleb is a very versatile defender. He can do a lot of different things. And then I think CJ does a good job of pressuring the ball. So we've made improvements there. We have to continue to get better. We don't have a lot of rim protection. I would say that's our one Achilles heel. So it's really important for us to try keeping the ball from getting to the rim. And when you do that, maybe sometimes you're over-helping or you're in the gaps too much. So there's a little bit of a risk of giving up too many threes, but we've done a better job. Today's it's a real challenge because they have great size. They have a true inside and outside attack. They can post up. Their 4s and 5s can post. Their 4s and 5s can move away from the basket. They can make threes. Their guards are all dynamic. They can get downhill. They can make threes. They play fast, very well coached, very organized. So it's going to be a great challenge.
Yeah, today's opponent, the Oregon Ducks, ranked 13th in the country, 15-2 on the year, 4-2 in Big Ten play, led by head coach Dana Altman. They've really put together a strong resume at this point. Went undefeated in the non-conference. From a Quad 1 standpoint, they have 8 Quad 1 wins, which is second in the country, just one behind Auburn. We, of course, know how good Auburn is. But Coach Altman, he's a guy that you've got some long history with, going back to your days at Southern Illinois. Do you feel like he's just one of the best coaches in the business?
Yeah, he's been doing it forever. He's been, he was a junior college coach. He's seen a lot of basketball. He's an outstanding coach. As I said, they're very organized in what they do offensively, defensively. They'll change defenses. They'll press. He's been doing it a long time. I think they've been really tested, as you mentioned, this year with their schedule. Interestingly enough, they've lost 2 home games, I believe. It's going to be a great challenge. We're going to have to play very good basketball. With us, it all starts with taking care of the basketball. If you make shots, that's a positive, that's a bonus, but we've got to take care of the basketball. Limit our turnovers, and then defensive rebound. We got to get on the glass. They've got a great size. We got to keep them from getting second chance points.
All right, in closing, from a personnel standpoint, another team that's loaded with experience, a lot of great players, but I want to focus on their point guard, Jackson Shellstad. Preseason All Big Ten selection. What makes him special as a player?
Wow, he's really good. He's very efficient, strong, fast. I think he's as fast end-line to end-line that we've seen all year. He's that fast with the ball. His initial surge in transition, he catches it up the floor, very similar to Michigan State, and he's gone. He can get downhill. He can make threes. He's a very good defender. He plays both sides of the ball, so he's outstanding. He can really get a lot of things done. We're going to have to – he's got to see bodies. There'll be some switching opportunities for us. Well, now when you switch, you just can't let if we've got a big guy on, can't let him dribble into a three, but very talented player.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
You bet, Bob.
Scouting report segment right there. Appreciate Coach Paul Lusk joining us. And as Bob mentioned, His battles against Dana Altman go back a ways. Dana Altman coaching at Creighton back in the day. When we come back, pregame show, continuing scoreboard update from Bobby Riddell on the other side of this timeout. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAAM.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 3/3/25.
Every game starts before the season begins. From preparation to training, countless factors help turn the tide. Boilermakers, players, and fans know this, and so does Case IH. We're committed to providing powerful, reliable equipment for every field challenge, from planting through harvest and beyond, to help win the game before it even starts. Check out our roster of rugged tools and equipment by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers.
Welcome back to Matthew Knight Arena, where Purdue will be taking on the Oregon Ducks on the road in Big Ten Conference action. Let's take a look at our out-of-town scores today, and we'll start with some top 25 men's college basketball, some scores that have already gone final today. The Alabama Crimson Tide go on the road and get a big victory in SEC play. The 4th-ranked Tide win over the 8th-ranked Kentucky Wildcats 102-97. In Big East play, an upset on the road as well, with Creighton defeating 14th-ranked UConn 68-63. And late, awesome finish in Big 12 action with 10th-ranked Houston getting a buzzer beater to win by 1 on the road at UCF 69-68. So some late game heroics there from Jawan Roberts to pick up that victory for the Cougars. As far as some games that are currently underway, the number 1 ranked team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, lead on the road in SEC play against 23rd ranked Georgia, 56-48, 9:11 to go in the second half. Another game in Big 12 play, 9th ranked Kansas hosting Kansas State in a rivalry game, and the Jayhawks lead that one 61-48, 9:23 to go in the second half. In the Big East, an upset brewing early in this one. Xavier with 19 leads on the road at 7th-ranked Marquette, with just 11 points. 19-11 is the lead for Xavier with 9:26 to go in the first half. That game currently airing on Fox. There's one other Big Ten game later today that kicks off or starts right when the Purdue game tips off, and that'll be Wisconsin, 24th ranked team in the country, taking on USC. And that game is at USC. Wisconsin 14-3 on the year, USC 11-6. That game will air on the Big Ten Network. When we return to the pregame show, we will have Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Sounds like it's time to call Hayes & Sons. Fire, floods, mold, and other disruptive events can wreak havoc on your home or business. That's when the Hayes & Sons team goes into action. We've got your back. From assessing the damage and taking immediate steps to secure your home, to working with your insurance to ease the pain, and from restoring contents to repairing and rebuilding, so your home feels just like it did before it was hit by the storm. When disaster strikes, call Hayes & Sons. We do restoration right.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now. Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Welcome back, everyone, to Matthew Knight Arena, and a good afternoon to you. Today it is Purdue and Oregon, top 20 matchup inside of the Big Ten, as our Boilermakers will take on the Ducks. Let's visit with Purdue head coach Matt Painter. His pregame comments are brought to you, as they always are, by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, the official credit union for Purdue fans. Coach Painter, quickly a review of the Wednesday night win against Washington. Only 22 first-half points, not good, but defensively you held them to 30, which allowed you to stay in the game right until you could get things going offensively.
Yeah, the 7 turnovers we had, I thought we did a good job by forcing them into 9. We had active hands, I thought, in both halves. And I thought defensively we did a good job. Obviously, Osabar is not a three-point shooter, and he goes 5 for 5 or whatever he did. But, you know, that if you take that 15 points out of their total, it's a really, really good night for us from a defensive standpoint. But we had some nice, looks. We go 0 for 6 from 3, but we just had some careless turnovers there. We should have had about 3 or 4 more cracks at it. And if you have 3 or 4 more cracks at it there and you make half of those, and now you're talking about a possession or 2 game at half, and we just have to execute better. And, if we play that way in the first half in this game here, the game might be over at halftime. That's what I told our guys after the game, hey, congrats on being resilient. Congrats on playing great, especially the first 5 minutes of the game. I thought we were really good in the second half. We were on it defensively. We executed. We made plays. We made shots. But it's a 40-minute game, and we have to be better on the offensive end. But as we said, as a staff, you're going to have some halves like that. You're going to have some moments like that. You can't consistently have games like that or streaks like that. But when you do you have the team and do you have the intestinal fortitude to get out of that into play? And so, that was a great response by our guys at halftime.
The numbers through this winning streak that our Boilermakers have put together since the turn of the calendar, the opponents are shooting below 30% from 3 on the average. The opponents are turning it over 14 times a game on the average. Is it improved defense from our ball club, or is it a combination of maybe the other teams just aren't doing some things they should be doing normally?
Well, I think it's understanding what each guy can do on the other team and what they're trying to run and what they're trying to get out of it. And if you'll look there, we haven't turned the ball over as much. And anytime we don't turn the ball over as much, we're going to help our defense. So I think it's twofold. I think we've done a good job of having active hands and getting more deflections, and that's what we got to do. I don't think we're a team that's just going to consistently turn people over at a high volume, but we're getting some pretty good numbers, and I think that's important. But now we're playing a high-octane offensive team today. We're playing one of the best offensive teams we're going to face all year on their home court. So this is going to be a great challenge for us.
Well, it is a challenge, and it all starts with their sophomore point guard, Jackson Shellstad. His numbers across the board on the season, they're okay, 12 points a game. But if you look at just Big Ten games, he's averaging 18 points a game. He's shooting 57% from 3 in conference games.
Yeah, he's been great. He's great. He's got great speed. He pushes it in transition and gets that ball moving for him. They have a lot of pieces. They have a lot of weapons. Guys that if they played other places, they would score a lot more because they would be in a better role or more volume. But he's a good player, man. He can make deep threes. He can make pull-ups. And like I said, man, when he pushes the basketball is when they're at their best.
9 seniors on this team, if you count the redshirt seniors. It's tough to beat any ball club, but one that has that type of experience level, man, tip of the hat to them.
Yeah, and we've seen it, across the board, whether it's Auburn or whether it's, Alabama, Ole Miss, all these teams, and we've faced 2 or 3 of them here in Big Ten where they got anywhere from 5 to 8 seniors and a lot of older guys, 5th-year guys, 6-year guys, and it's just kind of the different landscape. But you still got to go out there and play, and you got to be good together. And I think that's more important than anything. They have a lot of experience. They don't have a great deal of experience together, but when you look at their core pieces, Bamba was here last year, Jackson was here last year, Biddle was here last year, who's a fabulous player. A couple other guys are, and then they blend in about 5 more guys with it. So they got a good core together. Where we face some teams that will have 8 guys and only 2 of them are back from the previous year. But great players. They have a good great coach, Hall of Fame coach. Great system, and like I said earlier, it's going to be a great challenge.
Coach Painter, thank you. Good luck here this afternoon.
All right, thank you.
Coach Matt Painter, pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. Purdue Boilermakers have just entered the floor. Pregame layup line about to begin. You can hear the crowd in the background. Purdue traveled very well to Seattle on Wednesday night. Looks like we'll have a pretty good crowd here today in enemy territory against the Oregon Ducks. When we come back, Bobby Riddell rejoins me. He'll have keys to the game. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, President at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at IndianaKitchen.com. Also brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
Purdue and Oregon, the only regular season meeting between these two, and it is a Big Ten battle. For the first time, Purdue and Oregon play as Big Ten competitors. Let's get our keys to the game, see what Bobby Riddell thinks it will take for our Boilermakers to find a way to win here on the road. Robert?
Thank you, Rob. These are, this is a big one here. Purdue trying to get a marquee conference win on the road. Key number one going to be, can Purdue get off to a good start? Just feels like one of those games where you want to come out hot, build some confidence. You don't want to fall behind a talented Oregon team. From an offensive standpoint, this Oregon team is really balanced. They have 8 guys who average between 6 and 13 points, so they really can hit you from multiple different angles. We saw Purdue fall behind double digits in the first half against Washington, and Purdue was able to storm back with the big second half and get that win, but trying to come back against this really good Oregon team going to be much more of a difficult proposition, as Oregon is a step up from the Washington Huskies. That being said, if you are able to build a halftime lead, which hopefully the Boilers are, Oregon has 6 come-from-behind wins after halftime this season, which is the most in major conference basketball. So Purdue, even if they build a lead, certainly got to be wary of the Ducks coming back. Second key, the three-point shooting. Feels like whichever team can win that three-point battle today is going to have a huge leg up in trying to win this game. The Ducks, all 5 guys in their starting lineup, fully capable of knocking down threes. TJ Bamba, more of a 36-37% career shooter, whereas this year just shooting 28%. So he hasn't gotten unlocked from 3, but he's fully capable, and a number of other guys in their starting lineup can knock down threes as well. But their best three-point shooter comes off the bench. Keyshawn Barthelemy can really get it going from long range, close to 45%. And so Purdue's really going to have to make sure when he subs in, you can't let him get his head up with some clean looks. And then Purdue shooting 39% from 3 on the season, one of these strengths of this Purdue team. And so you hope after a 3 for 13 three-point showing last time out at Washington, Purdue can find the range early and often here in Matthew Knight Arena. Third and final key, same third key as last game. Can Purdue continue to create the havoc on the defensive end and force these turnovers that they have been over the 6-game win streak? 17 forced turnovers at Washington the other day. That was huge, especially when the offense was struggling. The defense was still able to play some lockdown D, force turnovers. The points off turnover stat, we've talked about it. It's huge. Purdue undefeated outside of that first game against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, where they won going away anyways. Every major conference game this year, when Purdue wins the points off turnovers, they win. If they lose it, they lose. So something to watch from a turnover standpoint. Can Purdue capitalize off Oregon turnovers?
That is it for the pregame show. Up next, starting lineups. presented by Hayes & Sons, and the opening tip-off. 17th ranked Purdue visiting 13th ranked Oregon. Big Ten basketball in the Pacific Northwest. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
With the Boilermakers, every pass, shot, layup, and score is more than just part of the game. It's a testament to the teamwork, elbow grease, and can-do attitude it takes to win. In the same way, Case IH knows every successful farm is more than just a farm. It's the product of top-notch tillage, planting, harvesting, hay, and forage equipment at the hands of hardworking growers. Get a slam dunk by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up!
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball for my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud to be longtime fans and supporters of Purdue Athletics. Also brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
Let's get to our starting lineups presented by Hayes & Sons, helping Boilermakers restore their property damaged by fire, water, mold, or storms for over 42 years. At Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. We'll start with the Oregon Ducks, ranked 13th in the country, 15-2 overall. They are 4-2 in Big Ten play. Ironically enough, the two losses both coming here at home, one to UCLA and one to Illinois. Here's how they will line up. Their point guard is a good one, Jackson Shellstad, 6 foot, 180-pound sophomore from West Linn, Oregon, averaging 18 points a game in Big Ten play. Pac-12 all-freshman team last year. His running mate in the backcourt is TJ Bamba, 6'5", 220-pound senior, originally from the Bronx, New York. Last year was playing at Villanova. Before that, he played 3 seasons at Washington State. Bamba averaging 10 points a game. The forwards are Jadrian Tracy, 6'5", 210-pound, redshirt senior from Fort Myers, Florida, originally. Played his first 2 years at St. Joseph's, then played a year at JUCO, and then last year he was here at Oregon. He's averaging 8.8 points a game. The other forward is Brandon Angel, 6'8", 215-pounder, a fifth-year senior from San Diego, California. 4 years at Stanford, including last year averaging 13 points a game at Stanford. He's a 1,100-point career scorer. The big man in the middle, Nate Biddle, 7 feet, 240 pounds, a senior from Central Point, Oregon. A McDonald's All-American when he was in high school, now a senior and a leader, one of the best big men in all of the Big Ten. Ducks are led by the veteran Dana Altman. How about Coach Altman? 36 years as a Division I head coach. 770 career wins. Here in Eugene, he's working on his 15th season. He's won 360 games here in Eugene. 17th ranked Boilermakers, 14-4 overall, 6-1 in the Big Ten. Here's how they will go. In the backcourt, point guard Braden Smith, 6 foot, 170-pound junior, originally from Westfield, He is averaging 15 points a game, 9 assists per game. Wednesday night in Seattle, Braden 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. His running mate in the backcourt, Fletcher Lawyer, 6'5", 180-pound senior from Fort Wayne, played at Homestead High School. Fletcher averaging 14 a game, shooting 49% from 3. Also in the backcourt, C.J. Cox, 6'3", 200-pound freshman from Lexington, Massachusetts. Forward, Caleb First, 6'10", 235 pounds, the only senior on the team. Caleb had a really good game Wednesday night, a career-high 15 points with 6 rebounds and 4 steals. And the center is Trey Kaufman-Wren, 6'9", 230-pounder, a redshirt junior, Sellersburg, Indiana native, averaging 17 points, 6 rebounds a game. He's Purdue's leading scorer, and he's been in double-figure scoring every game this year. Boilermakers, coached by Matt Painter, in his 20th season as the boss of Boilermaker basketball. Ironically enough, Coach Altman and Coach Painter, who have spent 57 years total in the business as head coaches, have never faced one another until today. Before we go further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Our 3-man officiating crew has designated by the Big Ten Brian Dorsey, DJ Karstensen, and Vern Harris. The Ducks are the home team. They're wearing home whites today. White jerseys, white shorts, green numerals and lettering front and back for the Ducks. It reads Ducks in green across the chest. They also have some yellow as part of their school colors. Their colors are green and yellow. Purdue is once again in the anthracite uniforms. Good news, Purdue fans. Purdue is 6-0 all time when wearing the anthracites. It's a dark gray color. Purdue wore the anthracites Wednesday night, had an 11-point win in Seattle. Let's see what happens today. It's anthracite jersey, anthracite shorts, old gold numerals and lettering front and back. It reads Purdue in old gold across the chest in capital lettering. This building seats just over 12,000. We're not at capacity, but it is a very good crowd as we look around the building. Matthew Knight Arena. Brian Dorsey, the lead official, will throw the ball up center court. Biddle will jump it up against First. And the tip is actually won by the Boilermakers in the hands of Braden Smith, and we are underway at the Matthew Knight Arena. Purdue traveling right to left in the anthracites as we get it going. Purdue tried to throw it inside. The ball was deflected, but right back to Braden Smith, so we'll keep the play moving along here. High right wing, a catch for Kaufman. Wren now handoff on the right wing to Braden Smith. He'll drive against Biddle. Got into the teeth of the defense and now dribbles away to the left wing. Bounces to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Short floater is short off the front of the rim. Karams off the backboard and rebounded by Jadrian Tracy of Oregon.
Trey caught that ball a little flat-footed, and you could tell he just wasn't able to quite get enough oomph on that floater. Left it well short.
Bamba will drive to the right elbow, extended stop there, and his pass was stolen. Stolen by Braden Smith. It's a run out to the other end. A reverse layup is no good, but he was fouled by Angel as he tried to go right to left on a left-handed reverse layup. That foul against Angel is the first foul of the game, but it happened at the rim, which means Braden Smith is going to the foul line.
The taller Angel, 6'8", 6'9", in transition, had the beat on Braden. Braden knew it. So he felt like he couldn't go up with the traditional right-handed layup in fear of it getting blocked off the glass. So he dipsy-doos up and under, tries a left-handed reverse layup as Braden unfortunately misses the first free throw off the right side. But Braden is able to get that contact and get to the foul line and draw that foul on Angel.
Braden, an 86% foul shooter, but as Bob said, missed the first and made the second. Purdue leads 1-0. That was Braden Smith's team-leading 42nd steal just a moment ago. Here's Oregon with the ball attacking the basket to our right as we sit courtside at the Knight Arena. Driving in is Angel, and to the basket he goes. Count the basket and a foul. C.J. Cox put his hands on him as he was going to the basket coming down the right side of the painted area. First foul on Cox, and this will be an and one opportunities for Brandon Angel. Transfer from Stanford.
The Purdue staff beside themselves, feeling like Cox's contact on Angel's arm Happened a good 6-7 feet away from the rim before Angel took 2 more long steps and laid it in. Felt like one of those continuation calls you get in the NBA.
Agreed. Free throw good for Brandon Angel. Shooter. Here's some 1-2-2 three-quarter court pressure shown by Oregon. Purdue breaks it easily, going right to left. Purdue is trailing 3-1. We played 1 minute and 10 seconds here in Eugene. Braden Smith to the high right wing, steps inside of the arc, shot fakes himself into a bounce pass to Trey Kaufman-Renn. He spins and misses a bunny, gets his own rebound. Second opportunity was blocked, then Caleb first had it, and Caleb was fouled. Good hustle by the Boilermakers underneath the bucket, grabbing offensive rebounds. Jadrian Tracy ended up fouling Caleb first, and Purdue keeps the ball baseline left.
Well, we saw the shot blocking there of Biddle coming to play. Kaufman-Renn back irons that first one, gets it right back, thinks he's got a chance to get it back up quickly. Biddle comes out of nowhere to block it.
Biddle's 31st block of the year. Boilermakers here with the ball, shooting at our left. Trey Kaufman-Renn trying to back down Biddle. Will spin, he'll shoot, he'll miss it short. Rebounded, however, by whom? That went out of bounds. They say it'll be Oregon ball. Bounced out of bounds, baseline left. Trey Kaufman-Renn was fighting for it, but couldn't come up with his own offensive rebound. Trey starts the game 0 for 4 shooting, and Purdue is trailing 3-1.
Tough start offensively for sure for Trey. And got to give Brandon Angel credit there. Thought his post defense was really solid. Made Trey shoot that jump hook from a little further out than he wanted.
This is a good defensive team. Oregon allows only 70 points a game. Oregon the ball here in their white uniforms at home. Shellstad and the center dribbling with his left hand, perimeter left, swinging right side. Bamba, he's on the right arc, dribbles into the free throw line, shoots a floater, and Biddle tipped at it, missed it. Second opportunity, no good. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Renn. That was actually a pass for Biddle, not a shot originally by Bamba. Turns out okay for the Boilermakers as they ended up with the ball. Braden Smith leans in from 14 feet straight away and knocks it home. We're tied at 3.
Braden, he loves seeing drop coverage as far as getting in his shots, and right there got into that comfortable mid-range with the drop coverage of Biddle.
Shellstad with Trey Kaufman-Renn guarding him at the top of the key area. He got the switch he wanted. He wants to go to work. Throws into the right corner. Catch there for Tracy. Tracy going right baseline on Braden Smith. Gets underneath the basket. Throws it out high for a deep 3. Left wing. Good. Way out there was Jackson Shellstad, and he knocks in a triple.
Trey Kaufman-Renn, you just got to close out quicker. Shellstad loves those threes. Even if it's a little bit deep, that was a couple steps behind the line. That's a rhythm shot for Shellstad.
6-3, Oregon the lead. 17 minutes to go first half. Fletcher Lawyer bounces it inside of Trey Kaufman-Renn on the right block. Faces up against the Biddle. Spins to the left shoulder. A lot of contact. Blocked out of bounds, baseline left. If they'll count that as a block shot, I believe they will. That's already 2 blocks in the game for Nate Biddle.
Trey gave him a little shoulder fake like he might go inside, but really was trying to get to his jump hook along that baseline. And Biddle was all over it. Easily blocked there by Biddle. Purdue fortunate, really, to have this ball back.
Subbing in for Oregon, Kwame Evans Jr., 6'9" sophomore from Baltimore. A McDonald's All-American as a high school player. And Keyshawn Barthélemy, a redshirt senior from Montreal, Quebec, who averages 10 points a game off the bench. Boilermakers here with the ball. Trey Kaufman-Renn leans in, shoots, misses, but tipped in by Caleb first. Oh, what do we have? What do we have here? They're wiping it off, and it's because why? Oh, they say Caleb first, a push-off foul. Caleb tipped in the miss from Trey Kaufman-Renn, but they give Caleb first a foul before the shot was tipped into the bucket.
Claim that he shoved off Biddle underneath the basket. We didn't have a good angle at it. We're right behind Caleb, so it'll be interesting to see a replay.
Boilermakers are down 6-3. Here's a jumper from the left wing, missed. Kwame Evans had a rebound, but guess what? Trey Kaufman-Renn took it away from him. Kwame was right at the rim, but he couldn't get it back up on the bucket because it was stolen away by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Braden Smith stepping back, left elbow good. That's a fall away 15-footer. Braden Smith has scored all 5 of Purdue's points. Purdue is trailing 6-5. 16-10 to go in the opening half. Evans bounces it inside to Biddle. Double team, taken away for the moment. Picked back up, however, by Biddle. To Barthélemy, right wing. Bounces it on the baseline. Caught by Evans Jr., right baseline. He's double teamed, and a steal. A steal on a cross-key pass. Taken away by Braden Smith. His second steal of the ball game. Boilermakers are trailing 6-5. 15:48 remains first half. Braden Smith dribbles to the left elbow extended, leans in, loses the ball, now picks it up in the post area, bounces it right, block, caught by Trey Kaufman-Wren. He leans in and he got clobbered by Nate Biddle. Timeout on the floor. Free throws coming when we return on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. Oregon leads Purdue 6-5. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, President at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
This is Brian Waddell, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Purdue Basketball live each week, presented by Jimco Constructors. Join us Monday nights at Walk-Ons in the Purdue Memorial Union. Show starts at 6:30. You can listen on the radio if you'd like. You can watch on Purdue's Facebook or YouTube channel, or maybe the X channel as well. Purdue Basketball live, presented by Jimco Constructors, proud partner of Purdue Athletics. While we were at the commercial break, they took a long look at that last foul by Biddle on Trey Kaufman-Wren. And what did we learn there, Bob Riddell?
We learned they're going to call a flagrant 1 on that hit by Biddle across Kaufman-Wren's head and neck area. Sitting next to Chris Foreman, he had a still picture of Trey as he was getting obliterated by Biddle. So, the officials went and looked at it, and per the letter of the law, that's probably the right thing, because Trey basically almost got his head knocked off.
So you're telling me if you get your head knocked off in the game, it could be a potential flagrant foul?
Yes, indeed.
All right, fair enough. Well, Trey will go to the foul line then for the Boilermakers. Trey is scoreless in the game, but he does have a team-leading 4 rebounds. He's very, very active underneath the bucket, just hasn't been able to make a shot to start the ball game. He is Purdue's leading scorer, and his first free throw is on the way, free throw line left, and he made it. Maybe that'll get Trey going here. Trey's only a 57% foul shooter for the season. Trey Kaufman-Wren 0 for 6 to start the game shooting. He's had some good looks. Second foul shot is also good. Trey Kaufman-Wren. Now Trey's going to come out of the game. He'll be replaced by Raleigh Burgess. So this works out well for Purdue. It's 2 shots on the ball. Burgess, the 6'11 freshman from Cincinnati, subs in for Trey. Boilermakers have a lead of 7-6. 15:37 to go in this first half. Miles Colvin, the sophomore, is subbed in for Purdue as well. Here's a jumper on the right baseline. It's good. Boilermakers made a baseline jumper. Fletcher Lawyer knocking it in on the inbounds play, and Purdue extends the lead 9-6.
Fletch came off a pin down right there in front of the inbounder, and just enough space for Fletch to catch and release quickly.
Bartholomew will drive against Fletcher Lawyer. He'll shoot a floater that misses, rebounded by Caleb First, who came soaring in from nowhere to come up with a defensive rebound. Boilermakers attack the basket to our left. They're wearing anthracite uniforms on the road here in Eugene, Oregon. Braden Smith to the left elbow. Gives to Burgess a deep three for Raleigh. Is an air ball. Weak side, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Caleb First. Raleigh pulled the trigger. Now, look, Raleigh is 4 of 10 from the three-point line this year. He has a good percentage. He just hasn't shot a lot of them. And that'll give the ball right back to Oregon.
That was kind of a bad break for Purdue because Raleigh, with the air ball being so bad, it almost landed in Caleb's lap, and it felt like Caleb was getting held from behind, but no call.
Bartholomew, 10 points off of the bench, has the ball left wing, hands to his teammate further left wing in Evans. Now a drive all the way to the bucket, layup missed by Bamba, rebounded by Raleigh Burgess of the Boilermakers. A three from Colvin in transition. It is long. Burgess had the rebound. Saved it in bounds. Oh, he almost saved it in bounds. I spoke too soon. Great effort by Burgess as he was falling out of bounds. Baseline left, and the official said he had a foot on the line.
Raleigh, nice job on the defensive end. I think he might have got a piece of that layup attempt by Bamba on the drive and then was able to secure the defensive rebound. Unfortunately, on the offensive end, not quite able to get that rebound, missed by Colvin.
Camden Heide, the 6'7" redshirt sophomore, has subbed in for the Boilermakers. He's guarding Jackson Shellstad for the moment. Between the circles, Shellstad crossover dribble right to left. Now gives it left wing to Bartholomew. He'll bounce it to the left baseline. A double team there for the Boilermakers on Kwame Evans. Swing it to Bamba, perimeter right. Shot clock at 7. Bamba drives into the teeth of defense and traveled. He tried to shot fake himself to the rim, but in doing so, pulled the pivot foot. That's the 4th turnover already for the Oregon Ducks, who come in averaging 11 a game.
Fletcher Lawyer, give him credit right there. Elite job of closing out, taking away the rhythm three, and then moving his feet to cut off Bamba on the middle drive. Bamba then tried to get into his pivot game, and the officials felt like he dragged it.
Boilermakers the ball and leading 9-6 over Oregon. Top of the key, a catch here. That's Raleigh Burgess. Dribbles once, hands off to Braden Smith. Braden rises from 18 and shoots. That ball barely grazed the front of the rim. Pulled out of there by Shellstad, and he wants to push the tempo right to left. Here he goes to the right baseline, dribbled it out of bounds, and a foul on Miles Colvin. Oh, Miles thought he had guarded cleanly the entire possession, but the official hits Miles Colvin with his first foul.
Kind of one of those that was right there in front of us. One of those ticky-tack ones that you definitely can understand the call because Shellstad lost his footing a little bit, lost the handle. But it was definitely one that you could have easily seen being uncalled as well.
I think if he doesn't lose it out of bounds, you probably don't call it.
Right.
You just play on. Kwame Evans posting in the middle of the paint. Kicks to the corner. Jadrian Tracy tried to throw it inside and threw it out of bounds. He threw it too hot for the new man who just subbed into the game, Supreme Cook, a senior, a transfer from Georgetown. Another turnover for Oregon. What is it with our Purdue Boilermaker defensively? We're turnover takers, awayers, if there's such a word lately.
It's been incredible. We're just flying around, but that's where the importance of a pass in the shot pocket is so pivotal. If that pass hits Tracy in the shot pocket, he shoots in rhythm. Instead, it's at his feet, and so he had to gather and then makes a bad pass.
Lawyer a three, left wing, no good. Pulled out of there by Bartholomew. Quickly ahead to Supreme Cook. Ducks are on the run, but Purdue hustles back defensively to slow him down. Bartholomew, a deep three, right wing, air ball, almost out of bounds. Last touch, Fletcher Lawyer. That ball barely grazed the front of the rim, just enough that Lawyer couldn't rebound it cleanly. If it hits the rim properly, Fletcher probably has an uncontested rebound. Into the ball game comes Jakari Harris, the 6'3" freshman from Atlanta, son of former Boilermaker great Glenn Robinson, son of former Boilermaker brother of former Boilermaker football great Jalen Robinson.
It's been a struggle for both these teams offensively. A lot of misses that have missed badly on both ends here as of late.
Well said. Both teams have 7 rebounds. Oregon 4 turnovers, Purdue 0. Purdue's 0 of 3 from the three-point line. Boilermakers were 0 of 6 from the three-point line in the first half on Wednesday night. Biddle will dive to the basket and fouled as he was diving in from the top of the key. Boilermakers got behind defensively, and that cost Camden Heide a foul to save a layup.
It's a good foul by Cam there to at least not allow Biddle to finish through and get the and one. Once you get caught in rotation, Nate Biddle getting ready to tear the rim off, at least make him earn these 2 at the line.
He's a right-handed shooter, whereas number 32 on the right jersey makes the foul shot. Very good foul shooter for 7 feet tall, 80% from the foul line. Senior from Central Point, Oregon. Subbing in here is Jamari Phillips for Oregon, a 6'3" freshman from Modesto, California. And a second free throw also good for Nate Biddle.
And neither one of those free throws touched the rim whatsoever. So Biddle, nice clean shooting stroke. You can see why he shoots
Purdue,
high percentage.
Yes, sir. Purdue 9, Oregon 8. 12:40 to go. We're in the first half. Oregon goes 1-2-2 three-quarter court and then settles back into a man-to-man half-court defense. Harris, perimeter left, bounces it to the left block, caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. They run a double team at TKR. He finds Camden Heide, swinging to the right corner. Caught here by Braden Smith, dribbles in to shoot from 18 and misses, and then Heide tipped it in from the weak side, and he was fouled. Camden Heide, a weak side tip-in, and he drew the foul as well from Jamari Phillips at the line for an and one. The Boilermakers, Purdue's Degree Plus, gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the liberal arts degree, see if and one is right for you.
Those are the type of extra effort hustle plays we've been so accustomed to seeing from a guy like Mason Gillis at that power forward spot as Heide swishes the free throw for the and one. Great job by Cam there. He made himself available in the middle of the floor when Trey was doubled, kicked it out to Braden Smith, and then once Braden took the shot, he went weak side and just got that sweet and one off the glass.
Cam now 22 of 25 with the foul line this year. Here's a drive for Angel, fouled by Heide as he was bringing it down the right side of the paint. Heide, no, I beg your pardon, it wasn't Heide, it was Miles Colvin who was coming down on a double team. That's 2 quick fouls on Miles Colvin. Purdue leads 12-8, and at the foul line will be Brandon Angel. He himself an 86% foul shooter.
You're right, that was going to be 2 fouls on somebody, either Miles or Cam in that situation. They get Miles as that help side defender reaching in.
2 dribbles for Angel, the transfer from Stanford. 4 years at Stanford, averaged 13 points a game last year, but he misses the foul shot. Fletcher Lawyer will sub in for Miles Colvin here. Brandon Angel, 1,000-point career scorer. He's averaging 9 points a game here in Oregon in his 5th and final season as a college player. Dribbles twice, takes a deep breath, then dribbles once. Bends the knees, shoots, and made it. Not easily, but he made it.
Friendly roll there.
4 points for Angel. Purdue 12, Oregon 9 at 12:08 to go here in the first half. Purdue breaks the press, bringing it up the far sideline right to left. Gives it to Braden Smith, who's wearing the pink sneakers and the dark gray t-shirt underneath the anthracite uniform. He's dribbling left arc, now top of the key. Bounces it down inside to Trey Kaufman-Renn, who finishes with an easy layup. 4 points for TKR. Purdue's up 14-9.
TKR just snatched that bounce pass out of the air with one hand. That was a great pass, but maybe a better catch by Trey.
Angel, perimeter right wing, wants to drive on Heide, layup good. Brandon Angel getting busy here for the Oregon Ducks. He's scored 3 in a row. Purdue 14, Oregon 11.
That's where Angel, he's a righty. He wants to drive that thing with his right hand. Heidi's got to force him to his weak hand.
Braden Smith, just pass to the left side, caught by Jakari Harris. Bounces it left block where it's caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. He tried to throw a skip pass that ended up right up into the hands of Camden Heide. And it was deflected and stolen away by Oregon.
Shot blocked by Biddle at the rim. It was a really nice contest as Cam went up to try to dunk it.
That was a good pass from Trey Kaufman-Renn, but even better defense. Phillips a deep 3, left arc, no. Rebounded Fletcher Lawyer. Phillips on the season is 4 of 11 now from 3. He missed that one. Purdue has the ball. Braden Smith to Lawyer. He'll shoot a 3. Left arc. It's on the way. It's long. And it's rebounded by Brandon Angel of Oregon. Fletcher thought he was fouled on the shot. Didn't get that call. And Jadrian Tracy has it for the Ducks. We're down to 10:33 remaining in the first half. Here's a 3 from Biddle in the right wing. Good. Nate Biddle, a 30% three-point shooter, makes that one, and we're tied at 14.
That's a pick and pop action there, and Kaufman-Renn's there, but not there enough to dissuade the shot attempt. Biddle with his size at 7 feet, easily able to get that shot off.
Braden Smith, right arc, keeps the dribble alive, stops on the block, double teamed, throws it way out high to Heide, swing at left wing Lawyer, catch and shoot 3, that one is no good, rebounded by Jamari Phillips of Oregon. How about the Ducks getting busy with Shellstad on the bench, and Angel gets a layup.
Lack of ball pressure there, and then Fletcher Lawyer on a cross match in transition with Angel. Angel smartly pushes Fletch up the lane line. Fletch full fronting, and they throw over the top.
Oregon leading 16-14. Purdue 0 of 5 from the three-point line here in the first half. Trey Kaufman-Renn left it short, tipped at it, and was fouled as he was tipping. He was trying to tip it back in on the initial miss, and he drew the contact from the Oregon Duck player, which means there will be foul shots for Trey Kaufman-Renn when we return. Central Indiana Honda Dealer Scoreboard shows Oregon 16, Purdue 14. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
Flex Premium Athleisure is softness that plays hard. From the couch, to the gym, to the office, and beyond, Flex gives you premium comfort and style that keeps up with anything, without costing everything. Now, take an extra 15% off Flex at Kohl's. Whether you're chasing the ball or chasing the kids, life's a workout. Flex with it, exclusively at Kohl's. 15% off valid through January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Hey Boilermaker fans, basketball season is here and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Oregon leads Purdue 16-14, 9:30 of the first half. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell, courtside with you. Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Indiana Packers, Purdue Global, Molson Coors, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Wabash, Toyota, Riley Children's Health, and State Farm Insurance. Each are great partners of Purdue Athletics. Both teams have only made 5 shots. Oregon's 5 of 11, Purdue's 5 for 20. The difference, the Ducks have made 2 3-point shots. The Purdue Boilermakers have made 0.
For sure. I mean, if you're Purdue, you're disappointed, certainly be trailing when you consider the fact that you're even at the foul line and you've taken 9 more field goal attempts than the opposition. But Purdue, once again, is starting a game extremely slowly here on the road from long range, just like against Washington. Purdue had a couple good looks there for your best 3-point shooter, Fletcher Lawyer, that go begging.
Free throw, however, good for Trey Kaufman-Renn. By the way, that last foul as we went to commercial break was on Brandon Angel, his second.
That's a big call for sure. Angel has played much better so far this game than Kwame Evans Jr. off the bench.
Second foul shot, free throw line left is also good for Trey Kaufman-Renn. 6 points for Trey. He's 4 of 4 at the foul line. And we're tied at 16 here at the Matthew Knight Arena. Shellstad quickly over the timeline, left to right on the run. Guarded by...
almost stole that ball in the backcourt.
Which unfortunately now means Trey Kaufman-Renn's guarded Shellstad. But now we'll get the switch back. And at the top of the key with the ball, TJ Bamba between the circles. Dribbling to the high right arc with the right hand. TKR on him. Goes to the right block. Leaves it out high. 3 on the way for Oregon is in and out, missed by Jadrian Tracy from the left wing. And a weak side rebound for Braden Smith. Braden on a right-handed dribble. Working his way against Bamba right to left. Stops on the left block. Had it poked away and stolen. Purdue's first turnover of the game. A steal for TJ Bamba and the Oregon Ducks. Bamba, 6'5", 220 pounds. Driving to the basket, shooting with the left hand and missing. Got his own offensive rebound on the left block. A recycle here. Biddle a three straight away. It is long and rebounded by the Boilermaker freshman C.J. Cox. Purdue caught a break there. Biddle was wide open straight away and missed it. TKR, high left arc. Facing the bucket in the triple threat. Will hand to Fletcher Lawyer. He dribbles to the right baseline, gives to Caleb First. First against Biddle. Attacks Biddle. Leans in, shoots with the left hand, and he is called for traveling before he got the shot up on the rim. So back-to-back turnovers for the Boilermakers, who, before that moment, had 0 turnovers for the game.
Well, at least it's a dead ball turnover. You can come back and set your defense, but that Caleb First one-on-one post touches against a guy with the size of Nate Biddle, probably not necessarily what you want for Purdue. Caleb can score down there in advantageous matchups, but Biddle, not one of them.
The score is tied at 16, 8:02 to go in this first half. Jackson Shellstad, guarded by Braden Smith, pushes off, step back three, left wing, in and out, and in again. Oh, Purdue can't believe they didn't get a push-off foul to clear space. Shellstad's second made three of the game, and it's a three-point lead for Oregon.
Got the friendliest of rolls right there from the rim. It rattled around maybe twice and dropped home, but he cleared space on Braden.
Braden Smith, a three at the other end, short, but rebounded C.J. Cox. Lawyer, a three from the left wing, on the way, a bullseye. Purdue's first three-point make of the game, and we're tied at 19.
Just a huge hit there. Offensive rebound opportunity. Fletch with the pump fake, the flyby, regathers, and it's pure.
Shellstad works his way on a high left wing on a left-handed dribble. Comes to the left elbow extended, goes left baseline, loses it for a moment, and stepped out of bounds. A turnover. The Oregon Ducks turn it over for the 5th time in a game. Timeout on the floor. 7:14 to go in the first half. We're all square at 19. This is the Central Indiana Honda Dealer Scoreboard, and this is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
This is Carson Barrett, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. I'm Rob Blackman. The other voice you will hear is that of my broadcast partner, Bobby Buckets Riddell. Wes Scott is our on-site audio engineer. And we greet you from Eugene, Oregon, the home of the University of Oregon. Ducks and Boilermakers tied at 19, 7:14 to go in the first half. Purdue the ball, baseline right, working right to left, as the Ducks jump into man-to-man full-court pressure. Can Purdue get the ball in? They throw it into Braden Smith. They're going to try to double him, and the ball was knocked out of bounds, but last touch by Oregon. So Oregon, out of the timeout, jumped into a full-court press, and they harassed the Boilermakers, at least for the moment. Purdue will try again from the baseline right. Purdue goes into a 3 across look near midcourt. And lobs to Trey Kaufman-Renn, and Bamba stole it and then called timeout as he was falling out of bounds. TJ Bamba stole the ball on the far sideline, and as he was falling out of bounds, had the presence of mind to call timeout. I didn't know you could still save possession when falling out of bounds, but official DJ Carsonson says you can, and that's Purdue's third turnover. The full court press caught the Boilermakers there.
Fletcher right there because of the initial attempt when Braden got it in and got it knocked out of bounds. That time Fletcher not able to run the baseline, coming off a dead ball instead of a made shot. And so tries to get that thing into Trey Kaufman-Renn, sealing his man Bamba, uses the athleticism, flies over the top of Trey Kaufman-Renn to steal that pass. And yes, they did reinstate that rule, I want to say a year or two ago, where you can now call timeout as you're flying out of bounds.
I'm glad one of us pays attention to the rule book. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Progressive Keys to Progress program, providing cars to veterans in need. So now it's Oregon basketball, and they inbound directly across from our vantage point on the far sideline in the front court. Tied at 19 here in Oregon. Bamba the inbounder to Shellstad in the front court. Way out high on the left arc, guarded by C.J. Cox. Dribbles right elbow, stops, gives the ball to Evans. He'll shoot a 3, and the left-hander missed a straightaway three-point shot. Rebounded by Purdue. He's only a 25% three-point shooter. Braden Smith at the other end banks it in from the left side. He was full speed ahead. No one slowed him down. Quickly the other way. Here comes Barthélemy with Purdue leading by a deuce. Driving is Evans, then stopping and dribbling back out to the left wing. He'll give a dribble handoff to Jackson Shellstad. 6:35 to go first half. Purdue 21, Oregon 19. Shellstad stops near midcourt, shoots a deep 3, left it short. He was on the logo at midcourt, and it was rebounded by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Braden Smith to TKR, works his way against Evans and banks it in from the right wing. Trey Kaufman-Renn, his second made field goal of the ball game. At the other end, Barthélemy was fouled as he dribbled hard to the bucket. Braden Smith called for the foul. Boy, both teams right now are taking that ball and racing it up the floor. It is a track meet for the moment here in Tracktown, USA.
You love the offense. Braden Smith hitting TKR in the short roll, and then Trey doing his thing to get that sweet banker off the glass. But Coach Painter irate with C.J. Cox. Cox's responsibility after made field goals is to jam Jackson Shellstad in the backcourt, not allow quick kick-aheads like what just transpired as Barthélemy hits the first free throw. On that inbounds to Shellstad, he got it far up the floor, and then a quick kick-ahead. Braden Smith not able to get back and get set, and Barthélemy with the blow-by on Smith and then drew the foul.
Barthélemy, great free throw shooter on the season. He's now 20 for 24 and make it 21 of 25. And that makes it Purdue 23, Oregon 21. Purdue with the ball this time races it up the far sideline before Oregon even has a chance to set their defense in the full court press. So that's Braden Smith just saying, you know what, forget the full court press, guys. I'll handle it myself. Now Braden trying to orchestrate some offense on the left wing, and it was stolen. Stolen by TJ Bamba. Oregon on the run. Ahead and a dunk for Evans. Kwame Evans with a two-handed slam off of the Boilermaker turnover. We're tied at 23. Here's the full court press, and this time Braden Smith will walk it over the timeline right to left with Bamba guarding him.
Bamba being extremely physical with him.
You took the words right out of my mouth. 6'5", 220 pounds, and really getting physical with Braden Smith. Lawyer will drive, block shot as he was coming in from the right side. Purdue keeps the ball, baseline left, 13 on the shot clock.
And Braden Smith definitely showing some frustration on these ball screens. Bamba really getting into Braden as the ball handler, fighting over the screens. I mean, it's, you know, they're not calling it, so it's great defense on Bamba's part. I mean, he is a grown man physically in his 5th year now of college basketball, and Braden feels like he's getting dislodged, though, as a ball handler, and I understand Braden's frustrations because I would certainly be wanting the foul if it was happening to me. Bad pass by Braden Smith on the inbounds, trying to find Cox.
Another Purdue turnover. Now the turnover is starting to mount here. Bamba will drive. Left-handed layup is good. TJ Bamba, his first scoring in the game. He's been getting it done defensively. Now he lays one in and gives Oregon a 25, or gives Oregon, I should say, a 25-23 lead.
A little 6-0 run here for the Ducks.
Left wing, Braden Smith will dribble to the top of the key. Pocket pass to Caleb First. His shot was blocked at the rim and then saved. With Oregon keeping the ball in bounds, Bamba threw it off of Raleigh Burgess to save possession.
What a job by Kwame Evans Jr. coming over from the weak side. It was a beautiful pick and roll play with Braden hitting a cutting first. First going to his left, that strong side. But Evans Jr., the weak side blocker, he's really long and athletic. Former top recruit, now as a sophomore, and he met Caleb at the Summit and denied him.
Evans, a McDonald's All-American in high school, started 29 games a year ago. Here's a lob for Biddle, and he missed it. They lobbed it to Biddle right side of the bucket, and he missed the tip-in. Purdue with a rebound. Here's Braden Smith on the run to the left block. Fall-away baseline jumper. It is no good. Rebounded by the Boilermakers' Caleb First, and he put it back into the basket.
Raleigh Burgess.
Thank you. Raleigh Burgess, the freshman. My mistake, fans. I was blocked out there by our head coach. I couldn't see cleanly.
Come on, Coach Payne. We got a game to call here.
We're tied at 25. Oregon the basketball. Barthélemy to the left wing. Gives to Evans, top of the key. He dribbles to the right elbow and was fouled by Burgess as he came down the right side of the paint. First foul on Raleigh Burgess will send Kwame Evans to the foul line, the sophomore from Baltimore. Purdue 25, Oregon 25. 4:07 to go in the game in the first half here. Heidi's going to sub in for the Boilermakers.
A strong drive there by Evans Jr. Purdue a little bit in scramble mode. Fletcher Lawyer got tripped, and that allowed Evans to get that angle. Raleigh tried to come over, cut him off. That's what Coach Painter was telling him, like, try to get him squared up. He was on his hip a little bit, and Evans, of course, leaned in and got that contact near the rim.
First free throw for the left-hander, good. TJ Bamba, 71% foul shooter. Heidi replaces Caleb First. So look at this lineup here. The only big guy on the floor for Purdue is the freshman Raleigh Burgess. Purdue playing small with Burgess.
Yeah, we've gone small certainly at times this year, but it's not too often that Raleigh's been the lone big.
He's the guy, yeah. Second foul shot, good. 2-point lead at 27-25 for Oregon. Braden Smith over the timeline, bounce pass, high left wing, caught by Lawyer. He'll use a screen from Burgess. Goes to the right elbow, stops, tried to throw it into Raleigh Burgess, and he was fouled because coming from behind was Supreme Cook trying to steal the pass. Cook hit with a foul, and we have a timeout on the floor. 3:51 to play, first half. Oregon 27, Purdue 25 on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
Hancock County, Indiana, located just 15 minutes from downtown Indianapolis near I-70 and I-465, is open for business. Learn why we are one of the fastest growing communities in Indiana. With access to available land, infrastructure, transportation, and a regional airport, join other national brands like Amazon, Carvana, and Walmart, and discover why we are the best kept secret in central Indiana. This message brought to you by the Hancock County Economic Development Council. Visit us at HancockEDC.com or at 317-477-7241.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit Canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
Purdue fans, win a prize pack with tickets to the Purdue-UCLA game February 28th at Mackey Arena. Go to purduesports.com/basketball-VIP and register by February 19th for a chance to win. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics. Purdue will have the ball baseline left when we resume action. Oregon with a 27-25 lead. 3:51 to go in the first half at Matthew Knight Arena, the home of the Ducks, where they have been rambunctious today here inside this facility. Lawyer will trigger on the inbound for Purdue, wearing the anthracite uniforms. Lobs it way out high, caught on the left arc with his toes on the arc by Trey Kaufman-Renn. He dribbles all the way to the bucket and makes a layup and count the foul. That was kind of an odd play in the fact that Trey caught it on the left wing, and for whatever reason, all the defense just left him. So he said, I guess I'll drive to the basket and score.
Well, it was a heads-up play by Braden Smith as well. Trey was trying to hand it off to Braden, but Bamba denied the handoff. So Braden, what he decided to do was, well, if you're going to be fronting me, you're not in position to help if I screen. So Braden screened the man guarding Kaufman-Renn, and that allowed that straight line drive for Kaufman-Renn. And Nate Biddle tried to come up from the weak side, but he was way too late. And Kaufman-Renn, a little dipsy-do in the air to fly by Biddle and score through contact.
Second foul on Biddle. Trey completes the and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus. See if and one is right for you. Purdue leads 28-27. Bamba, top of the key against Lawyer. Dribbles to the right block, stops, leans in, shoots, and that's a tip in by Biddle. Purdue is begging. Yeah, they're going to get the call. They're going to get the call. Purdue is begging for offensive basket interference on the tip in. Now Dana Altman is losing his mind for Oregon, saying that was not basket interference. They will review it at the next dead ball. They'll review it at the next stoppage of play, which will probably be halftime unless we get a timeout. For the moment, Purdue 28, Oregon 27, and Purdue the ball. The Biddle tip-in does not count for the moment. Here's Braden Smith, and he was fouled.
Jakari got fouled off the ball.
Ah, gotcha. Boy, I apologize, fans. I don't have a great viewing point.
Coach Paint seems to just end up being right in your line of sight often here.
I'm counting on Bob and my engineer, Wes, to fill me in on what's going on here. To the foul line, Jakari Harris. Good foul shooter on the year. Foul line. Limited opportunities, but he is 6 of 7, the freshman from Atlanta, Georgia. This is a 1-and-1, and he makes it. How about that for a freshman on the road in hostile territory? Makes the first front end of a 1-and-1.
No kidding. That is not an easy thing to do when you really haven't been involved in the game very much. Jakari hasn't got a lot of touches. Of course, hasn't had a field goal attempt yet to step up and hit a 1-on-1.
And he made them both and didn't even touch the rim on either one. Purdue extends their lead 30-27. Purdue only 14% from the three-point line. Purdue is just 1 of 7. But the Boilermakers have a 3-point lead. Biddle, top of the key, threw it away. Tried to throw it to Bamba, who was cutting across the lane left to right, and he threw it out of bounds. That'll give the ball right back to the Boilermakers.
Great job there. Fletcher Lawyer got beat a little bit on the backdoor cut on that baseline, but wasn't beat substantially and had his hand in there trying to dissuade the pass. Biddle leads him way too much out of bounds.
That's 7 Oregon turnovers. Jakari Harris, top of the key. Lawyer, guarded closely by Shellstad. Now throws it left elbow to Trey Kaufman-Renn to Heidi. Right wing to Lawyer, shot clock at 10. Purdue swings it around the horn right to left. Braden Smith into the teeth of the defense. Leaves it down low for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Spins, shoots, and misses a right-handed hook shot from the left side of the bucket. Rebounded by T.J. Bamba and Oregon. And now a foul away from the ball. Camden Heidi was too physical down low with Brandon Angel. Second foul on Heidi, and this will be a 1-and-1 for Brandon Angel. 2:28 to play, first half.
You just hate seeing those fouls off the ball like that when the other team's in the bonus, fouling a quality free throw shooter like Angel. We, of course, just saw it on the other end with them fouling Jakari Harris, and he was able to get to the line when he got fouled off the ball, so we'll see if Angel's able to take advantage.
86% foul shooter coming into the day is Angel. Today he's 2 for 2. And he's 2 for 3. Banged it in and banged it out. Rebounded by Purdue's Caleb First.
Good foul by Cam.
Second rebound of the game for Caleb First. Purdue the ball. Attacking the basket to our left. Lawyer spins at the right elbow. Shellstad guards him. Now give it up to Braden Smith, right wing. Dribbles to the right corner, gives to Lawyer. Lawyer wants to drive. Shoots from 14 feet straight away. Misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's rebounded there by Angel of Oregon. With less than 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Boilermakers and Ducks. Are we tied at 27?
30-27.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I looked at the wrong scoreboard. They hadn't updated it. Here's a deep three from Bartholomew, missing left wing. Rebound of Braden Smith. Braden wants to push tempo even though it's a 1-on-3. Now he'll retract and bring his way out to the left wing. 90 seconds to go here in the opening half. Braden Smith stops at the free throw line, bounces to Trey Kaufman-Rin. Here's a double team. Braden had the pass deflected, but it came right back to Trey Kaufman-Rin, and now as Trey was driving, he'll be called for an offensive foul. He was chicken winging with a left arm and dribbling with a right, and that foul against Trey Kaufman-Rin is his first. Gives the ball right back to Oregon. Purdue leading 30-27.
Looked like Purdue might have a really advantageous matchup with Kaufman on the block against Bartholomew, who got switched after the ball screen. Biddle had really came over far, so Trey tried to drop off a pass to Caleb First, who was open under the basket, but Biddle's long arms deflected it back to Trey, then Trey gets called for the chicken wing.
Now Purdue's 6 turnovers. Boilermakers average 11 a game. Oregon averages 11 a game, and they have 7. Shellstad, top of the key, Bamba, left elbow, stops. Now wants to attack, stops again. Goes down inside and a foul. Biddle was posting on the left block. Caleb First got behind in the post. Caleb reaches and fouls, and this will be a 1-and-1 for Nate Biddle.
Another situation where you're now going to put a quality free throw shooter on the line in a 1-on-1, but
now double bonus.
Was it the 10th? Oh, you're right, because the Kaufman-Rin foul on the other end was our 9th.
Yeah,
you're right.
We've had 18 fouls called here in the first half between the two. Biddle, foul shot, good.
Certainly been one of the more physical games that we've seen thus far this season, it feels like. Certainly in a while.
Biddle 6 points in the game. And remember, for the moment, Oregon is setting at 28 points. They might have 30. We're going to review that offensive goaltending at halftime. Biddle made the second foul shot. But for the moment, the score is Purdue 30, Oregon 29 with less than a minute remaining. Jakari Harris wants to bring it over the timeline right to left. Jackson Shellstad is guarding him. Jakari putting the offense into motion by giving it now to Braden Smith near the timeline. 16 on the shot clock, and Braden will start to orchestrate the offense here. To the right elbow he goes, stops a pull, shoots a fall-away jumper that misses. Shellstad rebounds, and then Shellstad was fouled in the backcourt by Jakari Harris. That's a tough foul to take 75 feet from the basket, because you're going to put Shellstad at the foul line, and he on the season is 31 of 36 foul shooting.
That was another shot Purdue just misses pretty badly. Braden Smith takes that fadeaway. Had Raleigh Burgess open on the right wing, but Raleigh had missed his previous 3 so bad. I think Braden maybe a little hesitant to go that way, but instead, that's where you end up taking maybe a shot you shouldn't as far as the difficulty goes, and Braden missed that one badly.
Shellstad making the first foul shot. Preseason All Big Ten performer, Jackson Shellstad. Twice as a high school player, he was the Oregon Gatorade Player of the Year, and he made them both. 8 points for Shellstad against a 12-point average. Heidi subs in for Burgess. It's now Oregon 31, Purdue 30, with 33 seconds to go.
Full court pressure here from the Ducks, and this looks more of the aggressive style versus sometimes the token stuff you'll see.
Purdue gets it into backcourt to Braden Smith. They run a double team at him, and he throws it to Lawyer, who is racing up the sideline right in front of us. So Purdue does break the press. Purdue wants to hold for the final shot if they can. 20 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Purdue trails 31-30 in a low-scoring first 20 minutes. Braden Smith, left wing. Now dribbling to the left corner. Swings it left side, Lawyer. He's at the top of the key. Gives it Trey Kaufman-Renz. Shot clock at 3. Lawyer wants to drive. Had it tipped away. Got it back, and a shot clock violation. Purdue was never able to get a shot up on the bucket. The ball was tipped away from Fletcher, and that moment of hesitation, once he grabbed it back, cost Purdue a shot clock violation.
Just unfortunate. You really want to work the clock, not allow Oregon to get a chance, get the last shot, but just got to be more aware of the time and make sure you can get a quality look.
2.3 to go. 2.3. Oregon has to go the length of the floor. They give to Biddle. He dribbles to midcourt, shoots a 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. And we find ourselves at the halftime horn. Purdue trailing at the half, 31-30. Remember, Purdue trailed at the half Wednesday night, 30-22. Halftime in Eugene, Oregon. The Coors Light halftime report begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways. From a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
Attention fans! Do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the UCLA Bruins on February 28th? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at purduesports.com/basketballvip and register by February 17th for a chance to win this amazing opportunity. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Coors Light, Choose Chill, proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Also brought to you by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealers or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. And by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
And this is the Coors Light Halftime Report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Oregon leads Purdue at the half 31-30. And by the way, that is indeed the official score. The officials during our timeout did take a look at the goaltending, which was called against Nate Biddle of Oregon late in the first half. And they confirmed it was indeed an offensive goaltending against Biddle. So the basket does not count, and that gives us a halftime score of Oregon 31, Purdue 30. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker Basketball from Learfield. This is the Coors Light Halftime Report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Wednesday night in the first half, Purdue was 0 of 6 from the three-point line against Washington. tonight in the first half against Oregon. Purdue's 1 of 7 from the three-point line, which all that simply means, Bobby Riddell, is this one is going to be a grinder.
It absolutely is. This one feels like it's going to be a nail-biter all the way down to down the stretch and to the finish of this game. Purdue, it's one of those games, anytime it feels like you got a little momentum, this Oregon team fights right back, and it's a back-and-forth affair. Both teams have been sloppy with the basketball, 7 turnovers apiece. Shot making has not been great on either side, so it's a grinder, no doubt. The physicality of the game kind of blowing me away here sitting courtside. It's one of the most physical games we've played this season. Oregon, of course, has a lot of grown men over on that team with multiple seniors. Is it 9 you said earlier?
9 total, yeah.
9 total. A lot of those upperclassmen out there on the floor. And it's been a physical battle, but Purdue hanging in there, down just 1. As you said, down 8 the other day at Washington. So hopefully Purdue can get off to a good start to the second half and build some momentum.
19 fouls called in the first half between these two teams. Purdue 1 of 7 from 3. Oregon not much better. They're just 3 of 11. But Oregon does have a halftime lead of 31-30. Our Coors Light halftime report continues in just a moment. We'll look at the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, we want to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Equal Opportunity Lender.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, choose chill. Official sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Rob Blackman and Bobby Riddell with you. Halftime here in Eugene, Oregon, the home of the Oregon Ducks. Oregon leads Purdue 31-30. Oregon ranked 13th in the country. Purdue ranked 17th. Let's look at the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We're your local lender. Learn more at ruoff.com. That's RUOFF.com. Oregon Ducks in the first half, 8 of 22 shooting. That's only 36%, 3 of 11 from 3. That's only 27%, but both of those numbers better than the Boilermakers. Oregon at the foul line was 12 of 14. That's 85%. Purdue was actually better at the foul line. Purdue went 9 of 10. More on that in a moment. Oregon, 7 first-half turnovers. They had 5 assists on their 8. The 5 assists go to Jadrian Tracy. 16 total rebounds for Oregon, 3 offensively. Leading scorer for the Ducks, Brandon Angel and Jackson Shellstad, both with 8 points. Nate Biddle with 7. Purdue 10 of 32 shooting, 31.3%. 1 of 7 from 3, 14%, but Purdue was 9 of 10 at the foul line. Boilermakers 7 turnovers, 4 assists. 3 of the 4 came from Braden Smith. Boilermakers have 19 rebounds, 8 offensively. For Purdue, the leading scorer, Trey Kaufman-Rennie, has 11.6 rebounds. That means Trey has scored in double figures in every single game this year. 7 points for Braden Smith, 5 for Fletcher Lawyer. 3 in the game for Camden Heide, 2 for Raleigh Burgess, 2 for Jakari Harris. And we are at the half here at the University of Oregon, where the Ducks are leading Purdue 31-30. Bobby Riddell will look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by your Central Indiana Honda dealers when we come back to the Coors Light halftime report. It's Oregon 31, Purdue 30. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents. We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Flex Premium Athleisure is softness that plays hard. From the couch, to the gym, to the office, and beyond, Flex gives you premium comfort and style that keeps up with anything, without costing everything. Now, take an extra 15% off Flex at Kohl's. Whether you're chasing the ball or chasing the kids, life's a workout. Flex with it, exclusively at Kohl's. 15% off valid through January 20th. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Welcome back to Matthew Knight Arena, where Purdue trails the Oregon Ducks here on the road in Big Ten Conference play, 31-30 at the half. Time now for our out-of-town scores segment, and today's out-of-town scores are brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. Let's take a look at some men's top 25 college basketball action taking place here this Saturday. Some games that have gone final. 9th-ranked Kansas defeats Kansas State in a rivalry game at home, 84-74. Alabama, the 4th-ranked team in the country, goes on the road and takes down 8th-ranked Kentucky, 102-97 in a high-scoring affair. Creighton also gets a big road win against a ranked opponent, 68-63 over Connecticut, the 14th-ranked team in the country. 10th-ranked Houston wins a nail-biter at the end in dramatic fashion, 69-68, as Jawan Roberts made a layup with 1 second to go to defeat Central Florida on Central Florida's home floor. Some games currently underway. Xavier leads 7th-ranked Marquette on the road at Marquette, 55-49 with 3 minutes to go in the second half. One other Big Ten game being played today with 19:30 to go in the second half on Big Ten Network. The Badgers of Wisconsin, the 24th-ranked team in the country, lead USC on the road 44-30. The 6th-ranked team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, are tied at Vanderbilt 28-all, 5:40 to go in the first half. That game is on the SEC Network. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun-to-drive vehicles. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud supporters of Purdue Athletics. We'll take a look at the keys to the second half in just a moment when we return to the Coors Light halftime report. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit fcma.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Purdue Boilermakers are 9th in the country in adjusted offensive efficiency. They weren't very efficient in the first half here in Eugene, Oregon, just 30 points, but the defense held its own. Purdue trails 31-30 as we start the second half, similar to what we saw Wednesday night, Bob. First half at Washington, offense not so good, defense excellent, kept Purdue in the game early.
You're right, it's been a very similar theme, no question about it. Now, started the second half. What Purdue did in Seattle against the Huskies, Purdue was a great start to the second half, trimmed that lead immediately from 8 down to a close ball game. Let's see if Purdue can get off to another good start to the second half. That would be huge. Maybe build a multi-possession lead here. Going to be a tough game here on the road in this environment.
Purdue starts the second half with the original starting 5. Cox first, Lawyer, Smith, and Kaufman-Wren. Oregon the ball in the opening possession of half number 2, attacking the bucket to our left, lobbing to Biddle, and Biddle scores on the lob and a catch. They lobbed it into Biddle to get things going in the second half, and he has a left-handed layup. And that allows Oregon to extend their lead and jump into their 1-2-2 three-quarter court press.
And this one more of the token variety as they fall back, but Caleb First gets 2 feet in front on Biddle, and they lob over the top. Coaches talked about that, can't let that happen.
Purdue now, their first possession of the second half. Lawyer drives, leads for First, 2 dunks with 2 hands. A 2-handed punch for Caleb First, his first scoring of the game.
A sweet 2-handed punch it was from First, and how about the drop-off dime by Fletcher Lawyer? Immediately drove that ball on the catch and was able to get by his defender.
Oregon 33, Purdue 32. We're just underway here in the second half of action. Purdue and Oregon playing as Big Ten competitors for the first time. Biddle a 3, left wing, no good. Weak side rebound, pulled out of there by the Boilermakers. Caleb First. Purdue on the run, left to right, anthracite uniforms, and now Biddle fouled away from the ball. Trey Kaufman-Wren was trying to get low post position, left block. Biddle pushed him in the back, and that's 3 fouls on Nate Biddle. Or is that just 2? That is my mistake. That is 2 fouls on Nate Biddle, the 7-foot senior.
He displaced Kaufman-Wren.
Purdue inbounds here, baseline right. Kaufman-Wren trying to square up Angel from the block. Spins and had a shot blocked by Biddle. Nate Biddle, one of the best shot blockers in the Big Ten, just recycled that one. Oregon the ball.
My goodness, that was a high-level weak side block.
Shellstad to the right elbow. Jump stops there. Leaves it far left wing where it's caught by Jadrian Tracy. Lawyer on him. Lob into Biddle, left block, back out to Tracy. Catch and shoot three. It's an air ball. Rebounded off the weak side by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Purdue with the ball. Oregon a 1-point lead. 18-20 to go in the game. Braden Smith a three. Right wing. Long off the back of the iron. Rebounded out of there by Brandon Angle, the 6'8", fifth-year senior. Oregon on the run. Shellstad, left wing, driving in. Tracy kicks it into the far right corner. Three on the way from Bamba is no good and out of bounds. Last touched on the far baseline by Nate Biddle of Oregon.
Well, a couple decent looks here the last couple possessions for Tracy and Bamba respectively. Tracy with a really bad miss, and then Bamba misses that one in the right corner as well.
Bamba is a 28% three-point shooter. He was open there but missed it. C.J. Cox gives to Braden Smith. He goes right elbow, stops, threw it inside to Caleb First, and he was fouled on the entry pass. This foul goes against Jadrian Tracy, his second. Purdue has the ball baseline right. It's Oregon 33, Purdue 32.
It was a tight window bounce pass, a little wraparound by Braden Smith. A nice catch by Caleb.
Inbounding, throwing to Trey Kaufman-Wren, left elbow. Hands to Braden Smith, who throws it right back to Trey against Bamba. Leans in with the left shoulder, shoots and scores with a right-handed hook shot, and Purdue takes a 34-33 lead.
Oh, you like Trey Kaufman-Wren there, matching physicality with physicality. Bamba, a really strong fifth-year senior. Trey dropping the shoulder into his chest.
That was 220-pound Bamba against 230-pound Kaufman-Wren. A battle of big bodies. And now an offensive foul against Oregon. An illegal screen on Jadrian Tracy. That'll give the ball right back to the Boilermakers with 7:17 to play.
Tracy just does not get set there as he drops the shoulder into Kaufman-Wren. Good call there by the official.
Bartholomew is going to enter the game to replace Tracy, who now has 3 personal fouls. And Purdue will walk the ball over the 10-second barrier, left to right. Braden Smith dribbling with the right hand, and Bamba guarding him as he reaches midcourt. Chest pass, left wing to Fletcher Lawyer. Skip pass, far right wing to First. Gives to Braden Smith. Goes to the baseline, back to First. His shot is up, and it is good. Oh, Caleb First went high in the sky. Threw a left-handed shot to the rim, and it went in. And now C.J. Cox fouled in the backcourt, trying to steal the inbound pass. That's the second foul on Cox, but Matt Painter applauds the effort from C.J. He liked the aggressiveness.
Yeah, C.J.'s come really close a couple times here in the backcourt of getting it. And you hate picking up those cheap fouls because you don't want Oregon to work their way into the bonus, of course. But how about the finish by Caleb First on that pick and roll? He took on 2 help side defenders of the Ducks and finished over the top.
Purdue 36, Oregon 33. Bamba, right-handed dribble, right arc. Now between the legs to the left hand. Lawyer guarding him. Goes to the right baseline, stops in a double team with Cox. Now to Angle on the right wing. That's Angel, I should say. Biddle, top of the key, will shoot a desperation 3 and miss. And it's tipped out of bounds. Far sideline, last touch by Oregon. Purdue defensively near perfect there. They forced the contested 3 from Biddle with 2 on the shot clock.
Absolutely, just great defense all around. Fletcher Lawyer cutting off Bamba on the baseline, putting them in a tough position, and then a good contest on the Biddle 3.
Purdue 36, Oregon 33, 16-15 to play. Braden Smith and an illegal screen this time against Caleb First of Purdue. The illegal screens are finding their way into the game from both sides. Third foul on Caleb First. He's about to be replaced by Camden Heide.
Oh, that hurts. Caleb's been playing some good ball here, giving you that interior presence. He didn't feel like he set a moving screen there, but it's tough, right? These Purdue bigs, they've seen the physicality been put on Braden Smith on the perimeter. They want to free him up, and maybe right there, Caleb just a little aggressive.
16:03 remaining in the game. Oregon the ball. Purdue a 3-point lead. Brandon Angel, right wing Shellstad, dribbles right baseline. Cox is on him. Now back to Angel, perimeter right. He wants to drive on Heide. Spins and shoots with the right hand and misses. It trickled off the left side of the rim, and it was rebounded by Fletcher Lawyer. Nice move by Angel. He just didn't finish the shot.
Can't believe he missed that. You said it. It was a great spin move to free himself from Camden Heide after he went left, spun back right.
Braden Smith, the Trey Kaufman-Wren, pocket pass, attacks Biddle, had it tipped away, and a foul will be called on Angel. Angel came in on the double team and picked up his 3rd foul, and we have a timeout on the floor. Purdue 36, Oregon 33. 15:35 remains in the game on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future, starting today. Centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years. Keystone specializes in refined fuels, seriously local propane, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. We strive to lead, serve, grow, and embrace our cooperative advantage. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you, and proud to fuel the Boilermakers.
This is TKR, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
That would be Trey Kaufman-Renn, fans. He has 13 points here. Purdue leads 36-33. 15:35 to play in the ball game. 2024-25 Purdue basketball season is presented by Purdue Global. Earn a degree you'll be proud of with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults, and the preferred online university degree provider of the Guild and Team USA Learning Network. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Out of the timeout, Purdue plays with Smith, Kaufman-Renn, Cox, Heidi, and Lawyer. Purdue baseline right for an inbound. Shooting at the basket to our right as we sit courtside at the Matthew Knight Arena. Cool building, to say the least. Lawyer, baseline, floater, didn't get the friendly bounce, out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue's Trey Kaufman-Renn. The ball goes to Oregon.
That was a pretty good look for Fletch, coming off that screen right in front of the man Braden Smith taking the ball out of bounds. He got to that floater, which he's really good at on that baseline side, just threw it a little bit too long off the back iron.
Fletcher has 5 points in the game. And another turnover. No, Purdue kicked it. Purdue kicked it. Looked for a moment like Oregon had thrown the ball out of bounds baseline left, but they say a Purdue player put a foot on it. So Oregon keeps the ball baseline left with 20 on the shot clock. Bomba's the inbounder. Kwame Evans right in front of him on the left block. Bamba throws it to Evans, who steps out to the left corner, guarded by Heidi. Heidi giving up some inches here to the 6'10 Evans. Now to Shelstad. Shot clock at 10. Shelstad coming down the right side of the paint. Picks it up. C.J. Cox tied him up, and this is going to be a turnover. C.J. Cox tying up Shelstad. Alternating possession favors Purdue. 9th Oregon turnover.
Man, C.J. Cox, that dude has such good hands. He's right in the gap, right where you want to be as a help side defender on that penetration. And Shelstad exposed that basketball, and C.J. went in there with the clamps and just grabbed it with two hands.
And such a smart player, right? Seems like C.J.'s always in the right spot, where he's supposed to be. Here's Trey Kaufman-Renn, left block extended on Biddle. Going to back him down one-on-one. Spin, lost it, got it back, shot it, left it short, Biddle rebounds. Trey went right at the 7-footer. Biddle won that battle. Here comes Bamba to the left elbow. Picks up the dribble. Kicks it right wing for a deep three for Shelstad. It's long. Rebounded by Lawyer, but a foul on Trey Kaufman-Renn. Trey Kaufman-Renn, was blocking out Biddle. Trey gets hit with his second foul. That's unfortunate because Purdue would have been off and running with a 3-on-1 fast break if that foul isn't called.
Yes, Fletcher did a good job seeing that ball in the air and adjusting, getting that long rebound, but Yeah, Trey Kaufman-Wren, he's just having his struggles, certainly going up against the stronger Biddle. Makes those shots near the rim just that much tougher when you got to go over that size.
Oregon keeps the possession. Purdue with a 3-point lead. Driving is a kick out to Bamba. 3 is long right wing. Rebounded Camden Heide. 3 of 17 is Oregon 3-point shooting. Purdue's only 1 for 8. Braden Smith to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Leans in, kicks it out to Heide. Heide fakes the 3, gives it topside to Cox. Cox in the triple threat position, begins dribbling with the right hand. Shellstad on him. Now top of the key pass caught by Trey Kaufman-Wren. He picks up the dribble. He's going to shoot an 18-footer. He'll miss it long. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Oregon. Camden Heide was hustling in to force her to try to get a rebound. He forced the mishandle on Oregon. Purdue gets a 20-second shot clock. Colvin subs in for the Boilermakers. Raleigh Burgess in for the Boilermakers. Cox leaves the game, so does Trey Kaufman-Wren. 13:55 to play. Purdue the ball, baseline right. The trigger man here, Braden Smith. Braden way out high, left elbow catch for Burgess, back to Braden. Braden shoots from 15 feet straight away. It's long. Long and rebounded athletically by Kwame Evans of Oregon. Boy, he has some long arms, those Evans. Barthélemy drives, tried to throw it to the right wing and threw it out of bounds. Another Oregon turnover on a poor pass by Keyshawn Barthélemy.
Miles Colvin, once again, good job being in the gap, forcing Barthélemy to have to pick the ball up on the drive. But unfortunately for Barthélemy, Shellstad was trying to relocate from the corner to the wing, and Barthélemy threw that ball to the corner out of bounds.
18 turnovers between the two teams. Heide a 3 on the right wing is a triple time. Thank you, Camden Heide. We love to see it, baby.
Oh, baby, Camden Heide. He desperately needed a triple to go down, and that thing was all net from the right wing. No hesitation. That's what you like to see from a guy struggling. He's got the confidence.
Purdue up 39-33. Oregon the ball. White unis attacking the bucket. 2 hour left. Shellstad with Colvin on him. Dribbles right wing. Gets a switch. Now guarded by Burgess. Shot clock at 9. Step back 3 for Shellstad. No good. Long rebound. Grabbed by the Ducks and then taken away and tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Oregon ball. Boy, that was helter-skelter. Oregon had the rebound for a moment. A Purdue player came in and tipped it away. I think it was Burgess. And then it got knocked out of bounds, and the officials say, let's give the ball to Oregon with 20 on the shot clock, 12:53 on the game clock.
Oh, Purdue was so close to securing that rebound, but you're right. Biddle had it first, but then Purdue was able to knock it away, and then it had like 3 Purdue guys that just couldn't quite grab it.
Shellstad will drive. He'll lob for Biddle. No good. Rebounded Miles Colvin. The lob actually hit the rim. It was a bad
shot. I think it was a shot. I think he actually was shooting a floater.
Yeah. You're much kinder than I am.
But I think he actually should have passed it to Biddle for a lob dunk.
Heide, perimeter right, top of the key. Raleigh Burgess will pull the trigger. He shoots an air ball. That's a little bit of a freshman mistake there. P.J. Thompson just gave Burgess a look like, hey, babe, come on now. You're a freshman. We got 15 on the shot clock there. We don't need to pull the trigger on a 3. Oregon the ball.
Unfortunate. I mean, he's wide open, and he's capable of making them, but after you've already airballed a 3 earlier in the game, probably shouldn't take it that early in the clock.
12:15 to go. Oregon the ball. Purdue a lead of 39-33. Skip pass, right wing. Shellstad swings it left side. Biddle. His 3 on the way. It misses. Weak side rebound. Miles Colvin. Another strong defensive rebound by Miles Colvin off the weak side. We're down to 12 minutes remaining. Number 13 Oregon. Number 17 Purdue. Driving. Fouled was Braden Smith. Yes, it was a foul as Braden Smith was headed down the left side of the painted area. Foul goes against Oregon. We have a timeout on the floor. The foul is against Keyshawn Barthélemy, his first. Purdue 39, Oregon 33. 11:53 to go on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer Scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You could binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
Looking to buy, sell, or build a home, but don't know where to start? Call trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Purdue Athletics. This game has not been particularly aesthetically pleasing, at least if you like offense. We have 23 made field goals between the two teams. We have 18 turnovers between the two teams. However, we wearing the Purdue colors are happy for the moment. Purdue leading 39-33, 11:53 to go.
Gotta love what Purdue's done on the rebounding side of things this game, leading the rebounding margin by 5, and it's tied. Both teams with 19 defensive rebounds, but Purdue's been able to get the offensive rebounds. That's where they've really made some hay. 5 additional offensive rebounds compared to the Ducks.
Braden Smith has 7 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and he's at the foul line with 2 foul shots here. An 86% foul shooter who trickles the first one in the game. Braden is 2 of 3 at the foul line. He's wearing those pink sneakers with the gray trim, and he made the second foul shot, extending Purdue's lead to 38-33, 41-33. Learn to count, Rob. 41-33, Purdue an 8-point lead. Shellstad with the ball, goes topside to Barthélemy. He dribbles high left elbow extended, throws it into the corner where they're going to pull the 3, and Tracy made it. Jadrian Tracy pulled the trigger in the corner. He's a 40% three-point shooter. Don't know why we left him open, but he gets his first made of the game.
That was very odd. It was almost like Fletch was baiting him into shooting. I think maybe because he airballed his last one, Fletch was kind of baiting him into taking it.
And now a foul away from the ball. Fletcher Lawyer was setting a screen at the top of the key, and he was clobbered. Goes against Kwame Evans Jr., his first.
That's
but
big.
now that because now you're looking at team foul number 6 on Oregon. And we still have 11:20 to go in the game.
Purdue in the bonus the rest of the way.
Purdue will inbound far sideline directly from our vision as we sit courtside by the Purdue bench. Burgess playing some valuable minutes for the Boilermakers today. He's in the game right now at the 5. With Caleb First on the bench with 3 fouls. Here's Braden Smith to the right elbow, rising and firing, missing, however. Had a good look, just didn't go, and Evans rebounding for Oregon. Barthélemy wants to push the tempo right to left. Here come the Ducks. We're down to 11 minutes to go. And a steal, a near steal. Now the ball's loose on the floor. Everyone's flying around. Finally picked up by Miles Colvin, and he was fouled at the other end by Biddle. 3 fouls on Biddle after the hustle by Braden Smith kept the ball alive. It's our hustle play of the game, presented by Republic Airways. Apply to Lift Academy. Start your aviation career today.
Wow, that was an intense play. All that happening here right in front of us. And then Raleigh Burgess, really nice touch on that pass over the top after he got that loose ball, firing up to Miles Colvin. Colvin, though, saw Biddle chasing from behind, knew he had to try to explode towards the rack. Got fouled, unable to finish as it barely rolled off the rim.
Miles makes the foul shot. First scoring of the game for the sophomore from Indianapolis, who's a 61% foul shooter. Miles wearing the blue sneakers with a white Nike stripe and the red trim. And into the game for the Boilermakers, Trey Kaufman-Wren. Raleigh Burgess to the bench. Boy, Raleigh has really played well for Purdue. Outside of the 2 missed 3-point shots, he's done everything else perfectly. Second foul shot missed and rebounded by Jadrian Tracy. Purdue 42, Oregon 36. We're down to 10:42 remaining. Shellstad, perimeter left guarded by Colvin. Goes to the top of the key and will feed Angel over there. And a steal by Miles Colvin coming in for the weak side. A Purdue takeaway. Boilermakers with a ball. 12 turnovers for Oregon. They average 11 a ball game. Inside to Kaufman-Wren. Lost it. Dives on the floor for it. Trying to save possession. Will have a held ball. Possession arrow favors Oregon. That will be Purdue's 9th turnover. Purdue is trying to go Gortat, as we like to call it, on a little inside pass right in front of the rim to Trey Kaufman-Wren, and he didn't catch it cleanly. And once the ball was on the ground, he had to dive for it.
Yeah, Purdue calls it a Gortat when they set a ball screen, and if the ball handler gets deep, they want that guy who set the screen and who rolled. A lot of times Trey Kaufman-Wren, we saw it with Zach Edey often last year, do a quick post-up, a blast in the middle of the lane. And Braden was able to throw that little bounce pass to him, but Kaufman-Wren lost the ball and then lost his footing.
Jadrian Tracy between the circles for the white-clad Ducks. They're in white with a green trim. Now to Kwame Evans. To Shellstad to the right elbow. Throws in a corner to Angel. Wants to drive in from the corner. Stops, steps in, and scores with a left-handed shot. Tell you what, Brandon Angel is a very skilled offensive player. He has 10 points.
That was a very impressive step-through move by Brandon Angel to get to his left hand in front of the rim.
Purdue 42, Oregon 38, 9:47 remains in the game. Purdue 17th in the country, Oregon ranked 13. Braden Smith is at the right elbow, Angels guarding him. Trying to work him one-on-one, throws left side to Lawyer. Shot clock at 5. Lawyer needs to drive. Hesitates, stops, shoots a fall away. He left it short, just a tad short. Angel rebounds for Oregon. Ducks on the run. Purdue up 4. Barthélemy to the left baseline. Lost the dribble, got it back in the last moment. Gives to Angel. He lost the dribble, got it back. Now to Barthélemy, and what do we have? Timeout, Oregon. That was about to be a turnover for Oregon as they were completely disorganized. And the veteran head coach, Dana Altman, said, let's get a timeout here, boys, and they do. Timeout on the floor. Purdue 42, Oregon 38. 9:11 remains in the game on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit fcma.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Every game starts before the season begins. From preparation to training, countless factors help turn the tide. Boilermakers, players, and fans know this, and so does Case IH. We're committed to providing powerful, reliable equipment for every field challenge, from planting through harvest and beyond, to help win the game before it even starts. Check out our roster of rugged tools and equipment by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
This is Fletcher Lawyer, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball with Rob Blackman and Bobby Buckets Riddell.
Join Boilermaker Alliance today, Purdue's official name, image, and likeness collective, supporting Purdue athletes. Visit BoilermakerAlliance.com to learn more. Purdue 42, Oregon 38, 9:11 to go in the game. Oregon the ball in the front court with 19 on the shot clock. They'll inbound right in front of their bench. It goes inside to Kwame Evans, who gives it right wing to Jadrian Tracy. He dribbles to the right baseline, cut off there by Jakari Harris of Purdue. Throws in the opposite corner, a Shellstad three on the way, good. And opposite corner, Jackson Shellstad triple is his third made three of the game, and now Purdue leads 42-41.
Oh, that's incredible pass and vision there by Tracy. Purdue had him really pinned in on the baseline. He was able to find Shellstad on the weak side.
Right wing, Braden Smith, feet on the arc. Works his way against Angel. Stops. Bounces inside to Trey Kaufman-Wren. He will score against Angel. That is the Gortat to perfection there. Two more for Trey Kaufman-Wren. He has 15 points. Purdue's up 3. Bamba trying to back down Braden Smith from the right baseline. Spins on him, and Braden poked it away from him. Now it's loose on the floor. We got a battle for it. We'll have a held ball, and this is going to be an Oregon turnover. How about Braden Smith? Bamba thought he could back down Braden because of the size disadvantage. Braden poked it away from behind, and that alternating possession favors the Boilermakers.
And with the way Purdue uses that Buffalo, that baseline help, it really helps a defender when you get a mismatch, because you can just sit top side, force that offensive player baseline, knowing you have held that direction. And in this case, Braden had active hands and poked it away from behind.
See if Purdue can get aggressive offensively. Here's a three. Braden Smith, no good. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Wren, and he was fouled. And that'll be a 1-and-1 for Trey Kaufman-Wren, because that's team foul number 7 on Oregon. Bamba's second foul. This should be a 1-and-1. Yes. Now the officials got it. Originally they were going to distribute the ball out of bounds, but now they say no. 1-and-1 for Trey Kaufman-Wren, who in this game has been perfect at the foul line. 5 for 5.
Braden Smith yet to hit a 3 in this game. I felt really good about that one when it left his hand.
Foul line right for Trey Kaufman-Wren. Foul shot good. You mentioned it, Bob, in the pregame show. Trey really worked on foul shooting the last couple of days. And right now, he's 6 for 6 in this game.
And we've just heard it being around the team, right? All the coaches kind of getting their little nuggets in with Trey. Like, he had some trouble fading away on his free throws, and they've really worked with him going straight up.
And straight up and into the bucket with that one. Purdue pushes the lead out to 46-41. We're under 8 minutes to play. Defensive coordinator Paul Lusk standing up and screaming out some defensive notes here for the Boilermakers. Angel will drive. He'll miss a short bunny. Rebounded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Angel drove the ball down the right side of the paint, but missed a short jumper. Purdue with a basketball. We're down to 7:40 remaining. Braden Smith guarded closely by Bamba. Coming down the right side of the paint, stopping, finding Heidi. Heidi fakes a 3, top of the key. Drives in, gives it behind him to Harris. Jakari shoots a 3. It's no good. Long. Rebounded by Shellstad of Oregon. Shellstad on the run right to left. Bamba going to shoot an open 3. Left wing. It's short. Rebounded by Braden Smith of Purdue. Here we go the other way, left to right, and knocked out of his hands. It'll be out of bounds, baseline right. It'll be Purdue ball. How
about Braden playing the mind games with Bamba? They're just daring him to shoot that open 3, and Bamba obliged with a brick short.
Timeout on the floor. 7:18 remaining in a low-scoring affair. Purdue 46, Oregon 41 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer Scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Purdue inbounding baseline right. 27 on the shot clock. 7:18 on the game clock. Purdue would lead 46-41 over Oregon. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell, Wes Scott, courtside in Eugene, Oregon.
Let's see what Coach Stefanovic and Coach Painter got lined up here, baseline out of bounds.
Braden Smith throws to Colvin, shoots baseline right. Oh, in and out, no good. Great look, just didn't go down. 17 feet baseline right, rebounded by Oregon. That was an okay play, huh? Got him a wide open look
from Miles, yeah.
Here's Shellstad, right elbow. Now backtracks because he got Trey Kaufman-Wren guarding him. Throws a bounce pass to the far left wing. His teammate Tracy will drive and throw it away. Jadrian Tracy driving the ball down the left slot, and he threw it blindly out of bounds to the left. Purdue takes over on what is the 14th turnover for Oregon.
How about that, Rob? How many times have we seen just miscommunication by the Ducks on some of these driving kicks? And it's just a testament to Purdue doing a good job in the gaps, right? You're making these ball handlers feel uncomfortable as they're trying to penetrate, and we're seeing them being uncomfortable by making these bad decisions and really poor passes.
In this 6-game winning streak for Purdue, the opponents are averaging 14 turnovers per game. That's exactly where Oregon is right now, at 14 turnovers. Purdue the ball, clock at 6:42. Purdue leading 46-41. Trey Kaufman-Wren wants to back down Angel. Leans into Angel. Now steps away from Angel. Now shoots against Angel. He missed it. Had his own rebound for a moment, but then as he was falling out of bounds, it's last touched, they say, by Purdue, baseline right.
Trey got into his pivot package there, just trying to get himself free for what we know he wants to really get to is that right hook. And once again, Angel's done a really solid job in individual one-on-one defense. Trey finally kind of had to panic and throw it up there to avoid a 3-second violation.
Trey's been busy today. That's his 17th field goal attempt. Biddle left block. Skip pass to the diving Shellstad. Now a 3 for Shellstad. He left it short. Long rebound. Grabbed by Jadrian Tracy in Oregon. Offensive reload opportunity here for the Ducks. 6:04 on the clock. Jadrian Tracy faking a 3 on the left wing, throwing it inside to Angel, and it was stolen. Tipped by Braden Smith, eventually stolen by Caleb First. 15 turnovers on the Ducks.
Wow, Braden Smith, size disadvantage there on Angel underneath, but he used his speed and quickness to get around and deflect that pass and went right to Caleb.
Braden Smith off a screen from Caleb First to the right elbow. Kicks in the corner. Trey Kaufman-Wren back to Braden Smith. Dribbles to the right baseline. Throws to Trey. Short floater. Good. 6 feet away on the right wing. Trey Kaufman-Wren the bucket. Purdue leads 48-41.
Finally, Trey able to get one of those bunnies in the painted area to go down. A soft touch there.
And Barthélemy was fouled by Caleb First. That's a tough one to take if you're Caleb because that's his fourth foul.
Still some fouls to give. Fortunately, that was the 4th team foul on Purdue.
Jakari Harris subbing in for the Boilermakers.
Purdue going a little offense, defense here.
Heidi coming in. Lawyer will exit, so will Caleb First. Oregon the ball, far sideline in the front court, attacking the bucket to our left, wearing white here at home. 5:20 to go. Purdue up by 7 on the Oregon Ducks here. Barthélemy lobbing for Biddle and a foul. We're going to count the basket and a foul on Miles Colvin. He lobbed it up to the left side of the rim. Biddle caught it, laid it in. This will be an and one opportunity for Nate Biddle after the foul goes against Miles Colvin, his third.
Wow, Miles in disbelief, and rightfully so. We just saw the replay. Biddle untouched on the finish there. There was no contact. Just one of those situations where the official is expecting contact and basically guesses.
11 points for Nate Biddle. He averages 13 a game, and he made the foul shot to complete the and one. Purdue 48, Oregon 44 with 5:10 to go in Eugene, Oregon. Camden Heide, topside chest pass, Kaufman-Renn. Left wing chest pass to Colvin. Right back to Heide now. Kaufman-Renn. Dribble handoff to Braden Smith. Guarded closely by Bartholomew. Braden wants to drive. Stop, shoots a short floater, missed it. But Trey Kaufman-Renn follows it up with a two-handed slam.
Unbelievable. Kaufman-Renn just times it beautifully, and that ball, as it comes off the front iron, Kaufman-Renn, two-hand, vicious flush.
That offensive rebound gives him a double-double now. 21 points, 10 rebounds for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue extends the lead, 50-44. Diving in and dunking from the right wing is TJ Bamba for Oregon. So both teams exchange slam dunks. We're down to 4:15 to go. Purdue 50, Oregon 46.
Great vision there to find the cutting Bamba. Purdue got caught over-helping.
Braden Smith shooting a floater, right wing good. He dribbled into 8 feet, right wing. No one stopped him. He rises, hits it with a right-handed floater. Purdue's up 52-46.
Here we go, under 4 minutes. Braden, a big response.
Bartholomew to the left wing. Shoots the three as he pulls the trigger. Missed it badly. Braden Smith rebounds for Purdue. 4th rebound of the game for Braden Smith. He's added 7 assists and 11 points, and he has the ball in his hands with 3:40 to go in this ballgame. Braden Smith down the left side of the painted area. Had it stolen. Stolen away by Shellstad. Numbers at the other end. Shellstad layup good. It's 52-48. Purdue the lead. And Oregon a timeout. The Purdue turnover leads to a run-out. 4-point Purdue lead. 3:33 to go on the Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. Oh, it's getting tight in Oregon. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer ends 3/3/25.
Okay, so they say love is patient, love is kind, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you, love is meeting the internet of your dreams. So it may sound crazy, but with MetroNet's ridiculously fast fiber network, you'll learn to love your internet. They deliver the best possible experience, period. You can binge watch till your heart's content, game, and work from home all at the same time without buffering or lag. Shouldn't you love your internet? Sign up online at metronet.com.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways. From a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Purdue 52, Oregon 48, 3:33 remains in the game here at the home of the Oregon Ducks, Matthew Knight Arena. For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune in to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, channel 372 in the car, or on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM is the home for your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with a SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. Bob Riddell told you at halftime this one was going to be a grinder. It has been a grinder.
Oh, just an absolute rock fight in this one.
I mean, 52-48, folks, with 3:30 to go in the game. Can either team make it to 60?
No question. Purdue's defensive efficiency number is going to continue to rise after this one.
Here's Braden Smith, the right elbow. Shot fake, throws it into Trey Kaufman-Wren, who got clobbered as he tried to shoot a right-handed hook shot from the left block. Foul on TJ Bamba, his third.
That's big. That's the 9th team foul, and it'll be 2 shots for Trey since he was a shooting foul, but now the rest of the way, double bonus for the Boilers.
Trey Kaufman-Wren to the foul line. He has a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds. He had 19 and 6 Wednesday night at Washington. Makes the foul shot.
Wow, Trey Kaufman-Wren 8 of 8 at the foul line. For a guy shooting 57% coming in and all kinds of inconsistency, he has been locked in at the line, and they've needed it because the three-point shooting has not been there this evening.
Purdue three-point shooting 2 of 12. 2 of 12. Second foul shot. Trey made that one. And the lead is 54-48. Purdue the lead, Oregon the ball. 3:13 to go. Shellstad right elbow coming all the way down the paint. Throws up a wild shot, missed it. Rebounded weak side by Camden Heide. Jackson Shellstad is an outstanding player. Do not misunderstand what I'm about to say, but that was not a smart play.
That was not a smart play, and then lost the ball going up, which compounded the issue.
So Purdue with the ball here. We're under 3 minutes remaining. Can the Boilermakers hold on in Oregon? Braden Smith, right elbow. That one is pure. He shouts as he raises his fist to the sky. Purdue's up 56-48.
That's a big shot there. His mid-range game's been off today, but that was pure.
13 points for Braden Smith. Biddle a three on the left wing, off the back of the iron, and a foul, and it's going to go against Oregon. Has Braden Smith got punched? Not punched. That's a bad reference for me. That's a bad explanation for me. It wasn't a punch, but it was a blow to the face.
Blow to the face, yeah.
As he was trying to get rebounding position. The foul against Tracy has the officials going to the monitor to see if this could be a flagrant one. And again, I'll apologize, fans. Punch was a poor word of choice by me. But it was a blow to the face.
Yeah, we're not sure whether it was an elbow or an arm. We haven't got a look, but
it got it. It knocked. Braden was trying to get rebounding position, knocked him flat on his back.
Purdue's going to get 2. Purdue, from a double bonus standpoint, will get 2 shots regardless with Braden. Of course, may even get more as far as 2 shots on the ball if they deem it to be flagrant.
They're going to look at it. The officials are at the monitor. Remember, earlier in the game, we had a flagrant one called against Oregon. And while we have a break in the action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Did you see it, Bob Riddell, on the replay? I
have not been able to see a good replay of it.
The video here in the building certainly wasn't conclusive either way. Deep three went up for Biddle. It hit the back of the orange and then just bounced really, really high in the air. And as it was coming down off the right side of the rim, Braden Smith, who was really right about in the middle of the painted area, just about above the restricted arc area, just got clobbered. I mean, he went down like a sack of potatoes.
And
the foul was hit on Tracy immediately. They did get him with a common foul. Now they're trying to see if they should upgrade this thing.
And you would guess at this stage of the game they would love to not call a flagrant, of course. But so I'm guessing it would have to certainly reach a level of.
Purdue's lead is at 8, 56-48, 2:33 here. Flagrant one. Yep, wow. Flagrant one. We've just gotten word from official Brian Dorsey. This is a flagrant one. Boy, does this end up being a big, big play. because Purdue can push the lead to 10 and then get the ball back with 2:33 remaining in the contest.
Absolutely. If you make 2 free throws, then if you just simply run 30 seconds off the clock and kick the ball up into the stands, you're going to be in a really good spot with basically 2 minutes to go, up double figures.
So at the foul line will be Braden Smith. 86% foul shooter coming into the day. On this day, he is 3 for 4. First foul shot, good. Braden Smith knocks in the first one. He has now 14 points to go with 7 assists and 4 rebounds. He will dribble once, he will bend the knees, he will shoot, and he will make. So the lead is extended to 10, 58-48, and more importantly, Purdue keeps the possession. They will inbound in the backcourt, baseline left.
And you would think maybe it would be a situation where Oregon, down this much, might want to start fouling Kaufman-Renn, but Kaufman-Renn shooting the free throws extremely well.
Fletcher Lawyer in the backcourt to Jakari Harris. He'll have to try to break the press himself, and Jakari does with Barthélemy guarding him. Remember now, Purdue gets fouled. You're shooting 2 free throws, and there's a foul on Bamba. Bamba, for whatever reason, just reached out and pushed Jakari Harris right in the chest, right in front of the official, even though Jakari didn't even have the ball. I'm certain it wasn't an intentional foul.
It was pretty blatant. I wonder if he was trying to do one of those where on a handoff, a lot of times they'll tell these guys on handoffs, run into the guy handing it off, and they might call an offensive foul.
Gotcha.
But Jakari had got rid of the ball much sooner as Jakari makes the first free throw. I don't know if that's what Bamba was thinking, but potentially maybe he was hoping to get an offensive foul on Jakari, and then Jakari got rid of it so quickly, it ends up just looking like a blatant shove.
Hey, how about Jakari? 3 of 3 at the foul line today. Second foul shot. Missed it. Long rebound. Picked out by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Trey Kaufman-Renn gets an offensive rebound, and Purdue can burn more clock, leading 59-48.
And give credit to Camden Heide as well. He's in there with 2 ducks, keeping it alive.
Driving Braden Smith to the right elbow to Trey Kaufman-Renn, facing up against Biddle. Driving with a left shoulder shot, no good. Weak side rebound, Shellstad for Oregon. Less than 2 minutes remains in the game. Clock is ticking. Tick, 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 tick. Purdue leading 59-48. Ducks with a ball. Here's Bamba to the left elbow. Drives in and traveled. He traveled. Jakari Harris was covering him up, and Bamba turns it over. 16 turnovers for the Ducks. And look at Jakari Harris screaming in enthusiasm. It was his defense on the ball that forced the turnover.
How about this Purdue defense today? Just one of the more impressive defensive performances, because this Oregon Ducks offense is elite.
Averaging 79 points a game, the Ducks. Right now they're at 48, Bob. 48 points with 1:38 remaining. And you can hear the chants of "Let's Go Boilers" in the background here at the Matthew Knight Arena. Listen in. A Purdue turnover. Stolen by Barthélemy underneath the basket. Ducks on the run right to left. They're going to have to get some threes quickly, are the Ducks. Shellstad, left wing. Biddle a 3. He'll fire. He'll hit. Biddle hits. Timeout Oregon. With 1:14 remaining. That Nate Biddle 3 keeps the Ducks within shouting distance. It's now Purdue 59, Oregon 51.
Braden Smith definitely going to want that last possession back. Comes off that single ball screen. So back-to-back ball screens, one from Heide, one from Kaufman-Renn. He comes off of it, gets to that patented elbow area, rises up, and then thought Kaufman-Renn would be diving to a spot where he wasn't, and he throws a really poor pass that gets stolen. Just would like Braden to be a little more sound in that situation when you're up 11, take the more sure play. But I'm guessing he did elevate looking to shoot, and then the contest was much better than he anticipated. And then when you're stuck in the air like that, you got to just hope a teammate comes available, and in this case, he did not.
Saw something similar Wednesday night. Late in the game, Braden jumped in the air and then had nowhere to go and threw it to the other team.
The jumping in the air and passing is part of Braden's brilliance. There's no doubt about it. There's pretty much 99% of players, you tell them not to jump and pass. Braden is that 1 percentile where
you're like, yeah, you can do it.
You allow it, yes, because way more good things happen from it than bad. But that doesn't mean sometimes bad things don't happen, and we've seen that a couple times now the last couple games. And ironically enough, they both happened like in the last 2 minutes. Fortunately, in both occasions, Purdue had double-digit leads when they took place.
Right now the lead is at 8, 59-51. 1:14 remains in the game. Possession arrow favors Oregon. If Oregon fouls, Purdue is in the double bonus. Purdue has only committed 5 team fouls. Fletcher Lawyer, the inbounder. We're going back to action here. Purdue baseline left, throws it to Braden Smith. They try to trap him right away. Purdue throws it up the sideline to Lawyer, who throws it to Heidi in the front court. And there's the foul immediately. Barthélemy fouled Heidi immediately. Clock is at 1:08. Stopped here to send Camden Heidi to the line, who this season is 22 of 25 foul shooting.
Yeah, definitely a guy you don't mind getting fouled for Purdue. One of their better foul shooters. Just a good job not turning it over there.
Foul shot. Oh, it trickled off the front of the rim. It wouldn't stay in there. 1:08 remaining. Miles Colvin subs in for Fletcher Lawyer to give Purdue some better perimeter defenders now. Jakari Harris on the floor for Purdue to help with that perimeter defending.
From a defensive standpoint, you just don't want to allow any early quick threes.
Heidi made the second one. Camden Heidi made the second one. 7 points for Camden. In a hurry, Biddle a three at the other end. There it was. Just what you said couldn't happen, Bob.
Just didn't match up. They didn't get matched up, and they allow the early three.
Clock is ticking at 55 seconds. Purdue needs to get it in. They throw it to Colvin, and he had it stolen. Shellstad stole it, and then he was fouled. Oh, this is starting to shape up a little uncomfortably for Purdue fans. Shellstad stole the ball. Then as he went to the rim to try to make a layup after the backcourt takeaway, he was fouled, so the clock stops. 49 seconds to go. Shellstad at the line, Purdue leading 60-54.
Wow, Purdue has really just made this game way more uncomfortable than they needed to. You're shooting free throws. I mean, you should certainly be able to get matched up. Camden Heidi, as he's backpedaling, has his hands out because no one had picked up the basketball, Barthélemy. And so by him then helping, you have 2 on the ball, and it ends up with a Biddle wide open 3. Shellstad makes the first free throw. And this is going to be down to a 4-point game.
Right. With 49 seconds to go.
Yeah, if he makes the second free throw, they're going to continue the full court pressure. You got to handle it. But Miles Colvin also in the backcourt there, you can't panic and just throw the ball right to Shellstad. If anything, we got timeouts.
Yeah, Purdue has 3 timeouts left. Oregon's out of timeouts. Second one good for Shellstad. Ducks are keeping it close here at home. Purdue 60, Oregon 56. Fletcher Lawyer into the front court and fouled by Angel. 4 fouls on Brandon Angel. Clock stops with 41.5. 41.5. Purdue 60, Oregon 56.
Well, Fletcher certainly making 2 here would be huge. Would give you a 6-point lead. They would need 2 threes at that point to tie you. At this point, if Purdue makes free throws and takes care of the basketball, they should win this game.
Can they do that? There's a Lawyer free throw. Good. 6 points for Fletcher, averaging 14 a game. Again, Purdue does have 3 timeouts at its disposal.
And we need to get matched up here. They're going to be subbing in Miles Colvin for Lawyer. If Lawyer makes his free throw, that should give Purdue extra time.
He missed it. Rebounded Biddle. Here come the Ducks. Shellstad a 3 in transition. No. Rebounded Heidi. Lost out of bounds. Going to our left. Last touch by Oregon. Oh, Shellstad raced that ball into the front court. Settled for a 25-footer. Left wing. Missed it. Now, for the moment, the ball belongs to Purdue, but the officials have chosen to take a second look. Timeout on the floor as the officials take a look at this out of bounds to our far left on the left baseline. With 32 seconds remaining, Purdue leading 61-56.
Well, this call is everything here because up 5 with the basketball, 30 seconds left. You feel great. If they have the rock, you certainly add some additional tension to this game if they have a chance to cut it to 1 possession. Shellstad, that was a good look there.
Think about Oregon's last 2 games. Heck, let's do the last 3. Last Sunday, they were at Penn State. They had to hold on and survive. They actually came back late to win that game, 82-81. Earlier in the week, they'd been at Ohio State. They won that one 73-71. Before that, they had Maryland here and beat them 83-79. Their last 3 games, all wins, have been decided by 4 points or less. Right now, Purdue leads by 5. 32.6 remaining, and we're still waiting to see who the ball should belong to here.
According to Chris Foreman, someone has told him via text message that it's our ball. So hopefully he got some good information.
Let me tell you who I never trust. My buddies that are texting me in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Because they're normally Purdue fans and looking at it through Purdue colored lenses.
With Jakari Harris running into that play at the very end, I was worried that maybe he was going to hit it out. But
it will be Purdue ball.
It's going to be Purdue ball. All right, guys. Be strong with it. Break this pressure. Get fouled, and then if you make 2 free throws now you go up 3 possessions, and that, all intents and purposes, would win this game.
Purdue has Jakari Harris on the floor with Braden Smith. Smith is standing in the midcourt circle. Heidi and Trey Kaufman-Renner on the floor, and Lawyer is the inbounder. Fletcher Lawyer throws it into the backcourt, caught by Jakari Harris, fouled immediately by Jamari Phillips. Second foul on Phillips. Phillips, a freshman, rarely plays, but they put him in the game so he can foul. And Jakari Harris at the line with 2 free throws. He's 3 of 4 on the day. He's 9 of 11 on the season at the charity stripe. The freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, the son of Glenn Big Dog Robinson. 32.5 remaining. Free throw, good. Doesn't the freshman know he's supposed to be nervous right now? Shooting into the student body, which sits off to our right behind the bucket. Second foul shot, yes sir, Jakari Harris. He made them both. Purdue 63, Oregon 56. 30 seconds to go. Oregon the ball. Shellstad quickly right to left. Dribble handoff, Angel. Now to Biddle. Biddle, right wing. Deep 3 on the way. Missed by the freshman Phillips. Foul rebounded by Heidi. Foul against Oregon. Now with 19.7. Heidi's walking to the free throw line to our right, and the fans are walking to the exits.
Wow, what a win this is going to be for Purdue, assuming they hold on here. Camden Heidi now getting a chance to push this lead, hopefully to 8 or 9 points. But man, what a job by this Purdue team defensively coming into this place and holding this Oregon offense down like they have.
Foul was on Brandon Angel, his 5th. Camden Heidi at the foul line, made the first one. Camden got a little inspirational talk from my broadcast partner, Bobby Riddell, earlier this morning. Apparently it worked, partner.
I did. Cam's a good guy. Gave him a little love pregame. Said, hey, I wouldn't mind if you knock a 3-ball down for me, as he makes the second free throw, and Camden came through and obliged with a huge triple in that second half.
And he made both of those foul shots. Now Purdue's up 65-56 with 12 seconds to go. Oregon is in a pickle now. We're down to 8 seconds, now 7. Phillips, he's going to drive. Purdue says we won't foul. Phillips makes an uncontested layup with 2.6 remaining. Purdue, for some reason, they stopped the game.
The clock was running a little bit after the basket went through, and they should have stopped as soon as it went through.
Now Purdue will inbound, and Oregon will choose not to foul. Purdue wins! The Boilermakers 65, Oregon 58. What a win for the Boilermakers on the road against the 13th ranked team in the country. Purdue has won 7 straight games. In the calendar year 2025, the Boilermakers are undefeated. More importantly, Purdue pushes that Big Ten record out to